So we should.
All right. Well, I'm hungry.
So-
Let's fight a cat god.
All right,
Hungry and
let's
seeing
fight
depressed.
a cat
Hold on,
god.
start over because my Twitch dashboard had the sound on, so you guys were like overlapping, and I thought I was having a seizure.
Okay, are we still live?
You're live.
Have we been live this whole time?
No, literally
No, for
only
like
up
a
until
minute.
only until
For
like
like
a
a
minute
minute.
ago when he said
Okay,
that I should have
good.
been drunk.
Hello and welcome everyone to the Dungeon Folks, our official D&D campaign where we at the Young Folks stop talking movies and music, start playing Dungeons and Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master. It's still me. I got a haircut, a little bit of a beard trim, and I am moving, so everything looks different. But it's still me. It's still the story. We got the full cast here today, which is good because this is basically going to be like our season finale. There's going to be some dramatic stuff happening. And yeah, we'll want to take some time off to figure out what happens next. But let's just jump into it, shall we? Anybody else have anything else to say before we get in? Any introductions necessary, or do we all know who each other are?
I think we all know who each other
No,
are.
no, I don't.
We're used to each other.
We're used to it. All right, you're just eager to get in.
Brett, do you have anything to add?
So, brave heroes in the great city-state of the jungle, or Vaalaman, otherwise known as the jungle. You've been planning this grand heist at the Clockwork Castle, a sort of steampunk magic mansion devised by the gnomish artificer and leader of the gnomish district, one Sumi. And it is his birthday, and his grand gala is held. All the influencers and representatives of all the various factions that run this great city have arrived here. And you guys have been planning this for in-game world a few days. In our reality. Days.
I thought it was like a week or two.
Nah, it's been 4 days since Street Shark to here. Like
Jesus.
That is yes. This is D&D, folks. Depending on your campaign, we've spent 6 months doing 4 days.
Oh my god.
And in these 4 days, you guys have traversed most of the city. You've made connections. You've met many people to score invitations to get to the gala yourself, because you're not going just to party. You were going to stage a heist of weapons schematics, specifically guns. There's a faction in the city known as the Pack who wield firearms, whereas nobody else does. And another gnome named Alvin Blacklung has devised that Sumi invents these guns and sells them for a profit, and he wants in on that market. So he hired you all to go in, schmooze with the party, blend in, and then steal the plans, get out, and then give them to him. And he has offered you several magic items as a reward for this. You guys have gone. It is the day. You are all linked mentally via his myconid little mushroom friend known as the Fun Guy. You're all in there, and thanks to a lot of lucky dice rolls and unlucky rolls on my part, some clever planning, credit where credit is due, some purchasing of spell scrolls and other supplies, some good coordination, and sheer dumb luck when it came to magic teleportation. You guys have managed to expedite the process of obtaining these plans lightning quick. But the party has been interrupted.
But it's also just begun.
Yes, as over the announcement, Figgle Greenhorn, the little gnome woman who's sort of the personal attendant of Sumi, as well as the announcer for this gala, announced the entrance of Lord Nakresh, the Great Tiger King, and a man in a long, flowing blue cape and red silken shirt with a golden sash and green pants and teal boots has sort of just strut in and has proclaimed himself the rightful king. And you're all standing here in the party, fixed, wondering, is this really him? Is this the one that we've been hearing about? The one cult, the leader of the cult, the god, the king, who so many of the city have been whispering about. You're wondering this, all except for Merritt, as you are standing out in the northern docks of the city, having freshly teleported there. You are cut off from the Mind Home. You have your stone of sending, and you have the plans. And you're sitting there, feeling the cold ocean breeze. What do you do?
Well, first off, I'm gonna slam my 1 potion of healing.
Okay, so that's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4. That's 3. That's
So-
a 4 plus 2.
Naturally, the first thing Merritt does in our season finale is have a drink.
At least it's a sober one, maybe.
So
That's
that's
a little. It's like rubbing
3
alcohol in there.
plus 4 plus 2.
Okay.
20
so
points.
no, that's 9.
Okay, 9. So that's 11 plus 9.
So now you're
So, yeah.
up to 20.
That is 20. All right. So I was
I
right.
thought you said it gave you 20. Okay, yeah, no, you're up. To
Oh God, no. Yeah.
I was like, that's a fancier potion, my friend.
All right. So I contact Karnov and tell him.
Okay, so
through the
Karnov,
stone.
you are standing on the stage with Ziggy Starchild. You've been dancing in your splendorous red leather outfit with all these floating instruments behind you, the glorious angelic bard playing his music behind you, but all of his instruments have gone silent as everyone has focused in on this figure who has just walked in and said, do you not remember your history? Is the silence how you treat your rightful king? And you're staring at him right in the face. Everyone's looking at him, wondering what the hell's going on, when you hear the little ping inside your head and your coin vibrate as you hear Merritt's voice.
Yo, sup, dance boy? I have the plan. I'm in the docks. How are you doing with your dance? So badly. Okay.
How do I tell you this? Did you actually get what we needed?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay, so funny thing. You remember that cult we kind of made mad?
Oh God, are they there?
In a sense. Turns
Okay,
out that maybe all of this stuff about a cat god might not entirely be garbage.
Are you kidding?
I really wish I was. But yeah, somebody claiming to be Necresh is here.
Is it Turget? It's Turget, right?
That
is where the stone's cut off.
Shit, it's God damn it, it's Turget.
As they have single use of the
That's
spell.
right. He thinks it's Turget now.
So Merritt, you've heard someone claiming to be Necresh is here, and the last thing you hear Karnov is it Turget? And then the line breaks.
The bastard.
So Karnov, you've been informed that Merritt has the plans, that he's in the docks.
I'm going
you are
to-
linked to everybody mentally.
I'm gonna communicate that, just say really quickly. So I realize now might not be the time, but this has technically been a successful heist. Good job, everyone.
And you hear Alvin's voice in your head. What? Why? What's going on? What happened? Did you hear?
Our escape route is going to be complicated, Alvin.
Well, okay. Well, but did Merritt contact you? Does he have the plans?
He says he has them in sight. So it looks like we're in business, but again,
I think he told you that he has them. So.
yeah, I'm not telling Alvin that.
Oh, gotcha.
I know what you're doing. I know
To
what
make a note of
character
that.
you're playing as. No, see, I don't want him to think we actually have them because the chaos of what is about to go down is going to help us pull off the double cross.
Okay, in that case, here, roll me a deception check.
Okay.
I have a MIDI version of Ballroom Blitz going on right now, and it is very.
Oh,
soothing.
actually, this is This is actually perfect.
It's the best possible choice. Yes.
Ballroom Blitz.
Yes.
You have no idea how perfect this is.
Okay. So you remember all that dumb luck we had last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used that all up hard. I have an 8,
Okay.
despite my 5 in deception.
Well,
God.
That's fine. It's hard for him to really read anything within the mind because it's sort of just like like a jumbled text message.
He's at disadvantage then.
Yeah.
Alvin's at disadvantage.
Yeah.
So you're fine. So
That's good.
He will message back to you all. Oh, okay. Well, good to know that he's onto something. Send me any information on any updates. I'm just hanging out back here. Meanwhile, you guys are all staring at this man who's walked in and just declared himself king. And he's looking around at everyone. It's just...
Yes, I figured it would be quite the party tonight. Everyone's here, isn't it? I see the pack, the elves, the dwarves. Sumi, I've heard so much about you. I see the Religion Row has a new envoy. Same robe. It's an old dusty thing you're wearing there, boy.
And he's looking at you, Alexandros.
But it seems to suit emissaries fine enough.
Play it cool, play it cool, play it cool, play it cool.
And then at this point, Axel Thorne, silver-trimmed suit, big handlebar mustache, struts up and he's like,
Now, somebody want to tell me, who the fuck this guy is? Why are you thinking you're so self-important?
and the Koresh turns to him.
I'm your king, boy, whether you know it or not. The pack. What insignificant little rabble-rousers you were back in my day. Now you strut in your silver. Why should we be talking to you? Why is everybody stopping the party for some man in some fancy silks? Because I want everyone silent, because I have propositions. Who would stand with me as I take my city back? I know you've sent delegates, so you can make your claims here. I am drawing the line in the sand. Who stands with Nakresh?
Just a moment of silence. And Axel's like,
Now how the hell should we know you're not just pulling our legs? Anybody can wear fancy, my friend.
Nakresh says,
Fair enough.
he turns to the elf who has walked in, who you saw, Ori, in all green with orange skin. And he looks at her and he says,
Nyana, it is so good to see you again.
and she sort of like nods her head slowly. Likewise, Nakresh.
How old are you now, my dear?
542.
So you remember my reign well. You know me, don't you? It's me.
She's like, I don't know how it is, but it is. Welcome back, good king.
Now then, I have to know, how is T-Boke? Will she stand with me?
And without even moving a muscle in her face, the elf just says, of course. The elves only want what we've always wanted, our autonomy. If you were to take the city, we would only ask for what you gave us centuries ago. We would stand with you. And Nakresh looks really smug and satisfied. He's like,
Well, that's one reasonable answer here.
Bunch of cowards. I said that in my mind.
And Axel's like, and then so the crest turns like,
Well, how about the pack? Would you stand with me?
and Axel says,
I have a really good answer for you, buddy.
and like in a blink of an eye, he pulls out his pistol, bam, bam, takes out 2 shots at Nakresh. So that is a 20 to hit Nakresh, and that is a 21 to hit Nakresh. So both bullets, you watch as they impact in his neck and on his cheek, but you witness there's no blood. It looks like a bug has splattered both on his cheek and on his neck, as if they are made of metal. But the bug guts look made of metal, and that's Nakresh slowly puts his fingers up to it and just flicks it off, and you realize they're the bullets, and they have just completely splattered and dented against his skin. And he flicks them both off, and they clatter on the ground, and he looks
Oh my god.
unfazed. And he just cocks his head.
That was an unfortunate answer.
And then you hear a voice, very thick, next to Sumi,
Well, I know what I would say.
as the golden dwarf, or the glittering platinum-plated dwarf walks forward.
Barlow stands with you in the crash. The dwarfs remember how good we had it when you were king. But these youngins, they think they can run everything. They've been running it for hundreds of years. What about the dwarfs? We've been ignored. No longer. Barlow would stand with you. And I would call upon my allies to join me. The butchers, the queen. They are yours. I will see it to be so.
I love how all of the small guys are the ones who are siding with you. Because they know the conflict.
This is not doing
All
your
the
people
elves
any
and
favors, Flint.
Does Flint say anything to that?
Yeah, I was about to say Flint kind of wait, the mind talk is turned off, right?
No, it's turned on.
Okay, it's turned on. So I do a mind aside saying, I can never go anywhere where I like the fucking dwarves.
Yes, as an outcast, but as a dwarf, you know that a lot of dwarves really hold to their pride and their standing, and are quick to take offense. This guy sounds like he's very aggrieved and entitled.
Like a lot of people that we happen to be aware of that exist on the internet.
Oh yeah, yeah. Anyway, so Nakresh turns to Madame Kadi, the woman in the glittering red dress, the ample bosom with the snake around her neck, the leader of the Red Light District.
And the red light. The den of sin would they stand with the new throne.
And she just like looks up and down at Nakresh. She's like sneers her lips and she's like,
My people will never forgive you and will never stand by your side. Cat! We stand with the pack.
and Nakresh just raises his eyebrows and says,
I guess I'll have to teach the snakes their lesson twice. Well, that's several voices. What about you, Sumi? I'm afraid I'm intruding on your grand party, but I had to know these things.
and Sumi is the gnome in his tall metal contraption of a body that he rides, sort of Iron Man style, and sitting atop of. It's sort of comedic that his little gnome head is out of this otherwise human proportioned metal body. And he's like, if you really are who you say you are, welcome back. The gnomes, we've never had a stake in the royalty or the governing one way or the other. So, we would. Can I declare neutrality, like official neutrality? The gnomes are neutral. Gnomes are neutral. And he sort of raises his metal hands.
Very well.
And he looks to you, Alexandros.
Well, emissary. What about the gods? They've sent me. I expect them to stand with me.
Oh dear God. That was in my head. That was in my head. So we're all connected with like the fungi powder, correct?
It's like Young
Yep.
Justice. It's like Young Justice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So the message that I'm just gonna say is just like very quickly is like, sorry guys, I have to. And then speaking to Nakresh, I will say like, we will serve you.
Oh my god.
The great king.
All right. And he sort of
Wow.
raises his eyebrows. It's like,
Good. I expected as much.
This is insanely easy for him.
Well, don't want to die.
I mean, just everybody's kind of killed it over. It's impressive.
You know, this has parallel to something.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on it.
so, Merritt, what are you doing now? You've sent your message. You're standing there, having called Karnov with your little coin, and you've heard someone claiming to be Nakresh is here. And Karnov sounded rather unsure / afraid, trepidatious. So what are you doing?
Turgid got drunk and called himself the Crash, huh? Well, I know only one person in this town that can set this correct, who can confirm with me that this is actually, who he says he is or he claims it is. So I am going to walk my way to the station and go to, or however you get to the Underdark.
Yeah. So you'll have to take the train down to the Tunnels district and then like get down to the Queen's district. It will take you some time to get there.
Sure.
Okay. So that's what you're doing. So while this whole thing is going down, Merritt's taking a ride on the train. You were still
Cool.
if you wanted to talk to Greenie or anybody else in the Northern Docks, there's your last chance before you get on the train.
Should I talk to Greenie?
That's up to you.
If you want, it depends. It depends on what's up to you. I'm just saying, like, if a fight breaks out here, time will be wonky, and I don't know if you can join it because you will be on the train while everything else is happening.
Well, guess you're going to be doing another voice again, Alex, because before I go to the train, I'm going to pop by Greenie.
Okay, so it's about 10 p.m. and you knock on his door.
This is a who's who tonight.
And yeah, but I should
finale.
just publish the NPC compendium at this point, so anybody could read it to realize who the hell these people are. But the door opens, and there is the old human man in his all green robes with his long beard and his single glowing green eye, and it's just like, "Welcome back. It's awfully late, isn't it?"
Yeah, well, there's been a thing that's happened, apparently.
There's always things happening.
What do you know about Nakresh?
I know he's a big tiger man who used to be here. Now he's not anymore.
Let's just say, on the off chance that my companions are telling me the truth, do you have anything you could sell me that could potentially turn the tide of a battle against this Nakresh who I know nothing about? Because I kind of tuned out when I was told about him.
Well, I don't really know much about him, so I can't say what would be good against him. Probably a big sword. Those seem to work. Real
Duly
nice.
noted. And what if it's just some drunk that just popped into the party like I'm guessing it might be?
Then a regular sword would be just fine.
Roger, thanks for the advice. Oh, by the way, that sleep spell that you sold my companion worked wonders. We needed it for, so thank you very much.
Fantastic.
See you around, Greenie.
See ya. You need anything else? You need to get somewhere?
Well, depends.
Yes. On what?
Do you happen to know where there are any, say, portals around the city that would make my travel faster than taking the train?
I can send you anywhere you need to go.
Well, for how much?
All the money you have.
Wow, golly gee. Would 10 silver pieces do, sir?
I have another proposition.
Deception check.
I have another proposition.
Which
If you're willing-
is?
Your soul.
That escalated so fast.
For travel?
You're desperate, my friend.
Not particularly. Well,
Way to make things
well.
uninteresting all of a sudden.
oh well, Greenie.
How about
see you
how about
around.
this? You can just owe me a favor.
He really stepped down on that. He was like, all your money, and then your soul, or just a favor.
Is the favor me selling my soul later? Because it better not be.
Well, shit. I guess it'll be a different favor, but yeah.
I want details on the favor. Do you need me to like kill another cube again? I can do it. I can kill a cube again.
See, this is the part of the deal. I don't have any favors right now, except for the soul thing. But I'll come up with a favor at a later point. I'll find you.
Wow,
It'll be a filler arc sometime.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, where you going? And you see a portal up here behind him.
I am going to the Underdark.
Oh, you want to go straight to the princess? Like,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, he's like, duly noted. He sort of like, you see the green eye kind of scans you a little bit. He's like, all right, I'll keep in touch, guys. No, wait,
Aye.
I'll keep in touch, Richard. Man, you got a lot of names.
Yeah, well, that's.
Right,
I've had a
sure.
lot of names in my life, so it's hard to keep track. Take care.
Richard.
Okay.
That was an experience.
So you step forward into this portal and you immediately fall down, and it feels like you're falling endlessly into this field of green. It's just green
Good.
all around you infinitely, and you feel like your gut lurching as the sensation of free falling is just endless, and you just keep falling and falling and falling. So, pivoting back.
To our living nightmare.
So, at this point, Axel starts looking around. He's like, no. Who the fuck do we all think we are here? You all know who I am. I run with the pack, and the pack runs this city now, god damn it. You want to see real power? You think you're some kind of fancy cat? Well, how about this? He like throws off his jacket. 1,000 gold to anyone who helps me kill this smug son of a bitch. And then an extra 10,000 gold to whoever strikes the finishing blow.
But he can't deliver that if he's dead.
Well, no, but he doesn't know that. He's offering 1,000 gold to anybody who wants to help him out, taking him down. He pulls out his gun.
Don't.
Starts loading
We're
it.
only going to make things complicated.
Yeah. Send a message to everyone's mind and saying like this guy's gonna get himself killed.
Yeah, we saw what his little toy did before. I don't think this is going to be something we can take care of head on.
At this point, Kosef, the Dragonborn Paladin who has been right next to you, Alexandros, steps forward and he's just like, I will take this claim. Together, we will drive out this creature, this pretender.
Oh gosh, Kosef is gonna die too.
And
Just
it
side eye
turns
him
him
like he's crazy.
The Royal Guard. Fitting you to have someone here.
And Kosef says, you fiend, you've killed our king.
He's like, I killed your king. No. It was the princess. She murdered her own father. This scheming bloodline deposed me in treachery, and treachery sticks with the blood. It's only fitting that now She has led the city to ruins. I will make it great again.
Topical.
And at this point, Flint, you feel a brush past you as Gorax steps up. And he says, like, I will fight with you, Axel. He sounds obviously drunk.
Oh boy.
The Hall of War would do great with 11,000 gold, for it will be me. And he sticks out his hand, and you hear this vibrating hum as the huge hammer, like a huge two-handed maul, looks like a cinder block atop a sledgehammer, appears in his hand out of nowhere. As I, Gorak Clawson, will strike the final blow, and I know my champion will stand by my side.
Oh my god!
And then Joanna, the barbarian from the butchers with the bearskin over her head, steps up with her great axe, and the dwarf says, "What are you doing? The butchers stand with me, and we stand with Nakresh." And the Goliath woman says, "You can talk to Hode about that. I don't fucking like this guy. I'll fight him." He's like, bah.
Ziggy, don't do it. Ziggy, don't do it. Ziggy, don't do it. Ziggy, don't do it.
And Ziggy just turns to you, and he's just like, Konov, I don't like this, man. I don't think we should stand for this.
I don't know if there's anything we can do right now.
I feel like he's not the type of man who will give us a choice. And right after saying that, Nakresh looks around and is like,
Very well. It seems a demonstration is in order. Fine. Let us partake in a little bit of fighting. I'll challenge you, Pac-Man.
Okay.
I'll challenge you.
Christ.
War priest and champion. I'll fight you too. Pretender of the Dragon God. Butchers alike. Everyone can have at it. And witness the power of Nakresh.
and at that point, Sumi's like, wait. Okay, I don't want to get in the middle of this. Lots of people in this room. Can we wait for everybody to get on the balconies? Yeah, and then I'm gonna stay put. And just please don't try to wreck my house. This is my house. The floor's solid gold. Nothing will get damaged, so there can be a bit of a show. There's a bit of a show tonight, folks. Not what we planned, but probably still good. Everybody to the balconies, please. Yes, balconies, and everyone sort of like rushing past Nakresh and up the stairs and along. Or you've been watching all of this from like atop. You've still been guarding the door to the west wing, so you've been witnessing everything about 20 feet above everyone else. As Monica, the parts from your side, Alexandra, she's just like, I have no claim in this, and she steps up the stairs. As does Ballo. As does the elf emissary and Madame Kadi. And she sort of just like brushes Axel's shoulder as she walks by and up the stairs. And so sort of everybody's crowding around the balconies now. And all of you guys are sort of on the ballroom floor still. Ziggy's still on stage. Axel's pacing, getting ready, loading his gun. Nakresh is just like looking at everyone, rather satisfied. And Gorak turns to you, Flint, and he's just like, are you ready for this? I know we won't fail.
Flint, what are you thinking?
Flint, disoriented, is trying to gather his surroundings and is wondering why he heard or saw the phrase bootleg Thor being tossed around.
I mean, a bootleg Viking, which I guess is... So,
Hold on. I'm fighting Nakresh?
with me at your side. and all
I'm
these
fighting. I'm
brave
fighting
warriors.
the crash right now.
Tap out.
Right
and at
now.
this point, music starts to kick in again. A drum line. And Karnov, you look, and Ziggy is just like, sorry, I can't stand for this. We have to do something.
I reach out to grab Ziggy's arm.
And he says, are you ready, Karnov?
Shit.
Flint? Ori? All right, fellas. Let's go! As he kicks into ballroom blitz improper, and Nakresh lets out this huge, ear-shattering tiger roar.
It's time to create a moment.
And
This is a mirage, you're
everyone
a
kicks
chance
into
to
action.
fulfill my
And I'd like everybody
mission.
to roll initiative.
Oh god.
Land. The last ace in our lost
all of us?
hand.
Everybody? Yeah, I mean, you guys, you can choose not to fight, but if you want to be in the turn order, roll some initiative.
15.
17.
Cool. Cool.
Over.
Are you guys fighting?
I clearly don't have a choice.
Oh my god.
12. I'm not fighting. I don't want to fight.
Don't ask when I'm ready.
I don't wanna be in
but
the
I'm
fight.
ready to take them down now.
Okay. Alexandros, what's your initiative?
Decision.
If I don't fight now, but I jump in later, am I able to roll then? Or like, is it
yeah,
in round?
Yeah. It's just to have a turn order in the initiative.
Okay, so I'm not gonna fight yet, but I'll just roll the initiative just in case.
Yes. Go for it. Okay.
It would be 14.
14. Okay, cool. Okay, and then Merit, just for fun, roll 2, in case for some reason you show up.
I rolled a 10.
A 10, okay.
Lee, do you want to roll 2 just in case?
Yeah, I got hers. So, you ready for this? Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so I gotta switch cameras.
Here we go.
Combat. I can. A lot of stuff going on here. Okay,
Oh my god. Oh, what a board.
here's
Oh my
We're gonna
god.
die.
here's the yeah, I should probably like take a little tour of our little setup here. Well,
Hey man, 12 against 1. I mean, you know.
all right, so
I like these
See-
odds.
I set over here a compass that everyone knows north, south, east, west. Like the north end is over here. This is the stage. There's Ziggy, and that is Karnov. You're right there. You're the one in white. On the south end is stairs that sort of descend down to the ballroom, at the center of which is Nakresh. There he is, right in front and center. Ori, you are up here by the west wing. You are on the second floor. If you've noticed that, like over here and over there, they have like dotted lines. So this is actually a raised platform. This is 20 feet above, and this is actually covering this section. So basically, Ori, you're standing like right above her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the balcony covers the tables and the pillars that are here. So that's what these are. These are tables full of food. These are the pillars. You can hide behind them, and they serve all the drinks. And so you can run up the stairs in the back to get up here, and this is above this area. So if you're under here, you can't see people up here. And then, so Alexandros, you are off here on the west end. You're standing there with your sword. Right behind you, or actually, I guess right in front of you now, is Kosef. He's this orange dragon guy. This furry person is Joanna, the barbarian. She's stepping forward. Over on this end, we have Flint and Gorak. You are standing pretty close to Axel. He's the man in the red cape over there. And then witnessing is the elf and the Madame Kadi. They're eastern side. And then Balo and Monica Whitebow are up here on the western side, as is Sumi. There's him and his little metal body. He's up here. And as is Ori, who's up there. So any other questions about terrain or layout?
We have a suggestion for Ori to do a stealth attack.
All right. Yeah, well, currently, Ori, no one knows you're there because you're currently up here still. And so, let us begin. Nakresh goes first. And so, what does she? Oh, what's the first thing I have Nakresh do? It's like
Wait, where did you say Sumi was?
Sumi is the stuttering gnome in the metal body, the one whose mansion this is.
Yeah, where he is? Where is he on the map?
He's over here. He's on the same level as you. He's like flight up here. So he's like right here. There's basically what I don't have here. There's like hundreds of people clogging up the hallways, the balconies. Moving here is difficult terrain because you have to move through crowds. I just didn't put a million figurines because then you couldn't see shit. So just imagine, use the mind that there's a lot of people all throughout here and all throughout here. So Sumi's right there. And so, let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what he's gonna do. So, Nakresh sticks out one finger, and out of it shoots 3 little motes of light that fire up into the air, and like fireworks pop. One pops right here, one pops right here, and one pops right here. And it rains fire down, like little bolts of fire, like fireworks, except that they actually feel like they're coming down. These little bolts of fire rain down on, so that'll be Gorak, Axel and Flint, Kosef and Alexandris, and then Joanna and Ziggy. Merritt, Karnov, you are just outside the range. But everybody else needs to roll me some dexterity saving throws.
Axel is apparently fucked.
While they do that, did I take notes on the costume? I think I maybe did.
Of who? Of what?
Of my costume. I'm not in my normal gear.
No, you're
so
just.
I don't know if that modifies anything.
No, you're fine. You're just in like red leather, but you got it specifically ordered to not hamper your spells in any way. So
right.
Your
Cool.
stats are similar. You just look glorious in your tight red leather.
Sweet.
Okay, so
Fashion saves lives.
Axel fails.
Preach.
Gorak fails. Kosef succeeds. Joanna fails. Ziggy succeeds. Nat 20. Okay.
Hey, Ziggy.
Say guys.
So. Okay, so, what was your saving throw, Flint and Alexandris?
6.
13.
Okay, fail and fail. Okay,
What?
so both of you guys take 14 points of fire damage.
Oh.
As all these bolts of fire just
Goodness
rain
gracious,
down.
great balls of fire.
It just rains down on Axel as well, and he's just like, "Argh!" as it sort of like sears and starts flaring up his black and silver suit. Gorak's hide is now entirely aflame. He couldn't dodge either. He sort of stumbled around drunk and just took the brunt of it. Ziggy was able to just sort of dance out of the way as all the fire was coming in. It actually enhanced his performance as he's dodging the fireworks and still playing the guitar. And Joanna also takes a lot of the fire as it falls down. But Kosef sort of raises up his huge greatsword and deflects some of the bolts. So he takes 9.
Ugh, this hurts.
Okay. All right. It is now Karnov. It's now your turn.
This is the first time I've had an initiative this high.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do, buddy? You're standing there. Rare fire has just rained from above.
Mm.
Okay.
Hey, Alex, did I give one smile to anybody?
No. It might be in. It might still be in your bag of holding.
That's right. I have to get that. That would have been funny.
Okay.
So you just saw.
I feel like I need to keep. Direct attacks are not going to work. So I have a couple of ideas here. Just have to decide what's going to be maybe the best to keep me alive.
Do you have any questions about? You're currently on the stage. It's about like 5 feet up, and it's sort of it's 20 feet by 15 feet. This is sort of like the metal shaft that goes up into the north end of like the central tower. That's behind you in the stage. Ziggy's behind you. Everything else is all in front of you.
Let's.
What are you doing, Karnov?
I need to get his attention away from our position on the stage. Obviously, he can do multiple attacks, but maybe if I can get his focus elsewhere. Let me look at that board. So he's up on the pillar, right? He's up on the higher ground.
He's up here. He's just at the base of the stairs. He has just walked down the stairs.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, if it will let me...
He is about 35 feet away from you.
Okay. Shoot, that's not even gonna work. He's just barely...
You have your movement.
I do have my movement.
Yeah, and again, you can use the pillars as potential cover, as well as hide underneath the tables that are sort of off on the side. So there is terrain to be used.
How far until I'm off the stage? How many squares is it?
You're right at the edge. You can hop down.
Okay, so I will use that movement to hop down and move about 5 feet.
Yep, okay.
And I'm going to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
As a cantrip.
Where? What are you doing?
So what I want to do is create a sound mimicking Axel's gunshot.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to do
Interesting.
is I want it to come from a direction away from the stage, just enough to disorient Nakresh and distract his targeting position a little bit.
So it sounds like it's behind him?
Yeah.
All right. Roll a deception check.
Okay. 10.
Okay. So a gunshot rings out from behind Nakresh's head, and he looks entirely unfazed by it.
Shoot.
Is there anything else you want to move? Do you have any bonus actions you'd like to use? Also, no, that's it. Never mind.
Okay. No, I think being further down is my best bet for right now, so I'm going to call it good. I think,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to call it good.
Okay, then. So it is now Gorak's turn. And Gorak will just say, "With me, my champion!" and go charging in.
Bum, bum, bum.
All right, we're gonna have a little piano man here.
And as he runs, he starts screaming, "Cord, give me strength!" And you watch as like light sort of shimmers around him, and you see that there's like this plate mail made of ethereal light that's sort of affixed over his own, and he just comes in with this wide swing of his hammer.
Oh wow! Oh shit!
So,
Ooh, this might do something.
Gorak rolls a 19, so that hits,
Oh wow!
and then just bashes him with his hammer right in the face, and Nakresh's face doesn't even move. It just bounces. And Nakresh just looks at him. And he uses one of his legendary actions. And his eyes glow green. and the spectral force shoots out of his eyes straight at Gorak. So first roll is at disadvantage. So Nakaresh, Gorak currently is a 17. Nakaresh rolls 23 to hit.
You're killing me, Smalls.
So Gorak gets hit for 10 points of damage, and he is pushed.
Wow!
And he is pushed back by the force.
Oh, Maxi Big to Force.
Yes. And so, oh yeah. So, 10 feet away. He's pushed back by this blast. And
No,
then-
I just feel like I died.
No, I needed to read up on something. He has so many things.
No.
And then
His
eyes-
That's not good. That's not good.
His eyes still glowing green. He looks at Axel and fires another bolt out of his eyes. So, that is that's a 29 to hit.
Ugh.
So Axel takes 8 points of damage, and he's blown back right into the like spigot of the wall.
Ooh.
Green force. So where is Axel? God, why did I give all these people a bunch of separate health? Okay. Too much.
You just like
management
quadrupled
and-
your work for yourself.
Yeah, that's the problem. Tip to all DMs out there: try not to run a big encounter with a bunch of NPCs as well as big bad guys. I do this all the time to make it epic battles. It's a nightmare. So, with his eyes still glowing, he looks now at Kosef, and he shoots him as well with one third and final green eye blast. So that is a 24 to hit. So Kosef takes 9 points of damage, and he is also thrown into the table now. And he crashes in amongst a bunch of cakes.
The cakes.
And then his eyes
None
stop
of this
glowing
is-
green, and he just chuckles. Flint, it's your turn.
All right.
So to answer the chat's question, Flint did not die.
No, I'm just feeling fluish. I also feel like I'm
He's
gonna
dying
die.
in real life.
I'm dying. Flint is fine. Evan is dying. For now, Flint is fine. As I roll a, God, I'm just gonna roll for strength with my.
What are you trying to do?
Well, where am I logistically to Nakaresh now?
All right, so Nakaresh is still here at the base.
Yep,
You're over here,
I'm over there.
so you can go. You can get up to him if you want to whack him.
How about I I can't just run at him. It's too amateur. Fuck it. Let's just run at him with my two-hand axe.
Oh,
All right, yeah.
no.
I know.
I'm
Currently
mad.
your one weapon is your great axe.
Yeah.
So
My
5,
one weapon
10,
is my great axe,
15.
so I'm just gonna have to do that. With
15,
a little
20.
little forward momentum, maybe a little strafe, maybe a little roll, maybe.
All
Keep,
right, yeah,
keep
so
him
you-
on his toes.
You run up
And-
straight up to this.
Let's see. So, that's a 16 plus 4, so 20 with my modifier.
20 hits.
Oh,
wow.
So you run up, Flint, and you just
Oh, it's gonna
embed your
hurt
great
even
axe
worse when he gets me now.
right into his chest. Wham! Roll your damage.
Oh. Oh wait, my damage is the. I haven't
The
done this in a
D12.
little bit. The D12.
Plus your strength.
8.
Okay, so you take a good hearty chop right into like his abdomen, and you watch it pierce through his fine red silk shirt,
Holy shit.
and then it feels like you realize your axe didn't actually go through the skin; it's just staying there. And you pull your axe back,
Oh no.
and he has taken
Oh no.
0 damage.
Oh!
And he looks at you
Boo.
with a coy head,
Fucking charmer.
and he just says,
Champion, huh?
and he just rakes out with this huge backhand at you with his second legendary action. Whoosh! Swats away. So,
Somebody to love.
so that
Guys,
is
don't forget
a-
if you have that inspiration point, if you still have yours.
So
I
that is
think I
a
used
20
it.
That is a 21 to hit you, Flint.
It is a well, it's my armor class. My armor class is 16.
It's 17 with your ring.
17
He
with
still
my
hits.
ring.
With 21, he still hits.
Oh, yeah.
So you take 8 points of slashing damage. As he looks like he's just backhanding you, but as his fingers collide like with your face, it feels like claws dragging against you. And he just swipes at you, and you feel a little
It's like
tired.
Allie's cat.
Cats are bad, man.
Cool for cats. It's cool for cats time.
Okay, so now it is Axel's turn, and he will get up from being staggered over there, and he will run behind this pillar for cover while firing 2 sharpshooter shots at Nakresh. And so, good old Axel. So that is a 19 minus 5, so that one's gonna miss. And that'll also miss. So he's firing both for the head of Nakred both times, and both shots go ring wide as they sort of skid past his face and sort of embed themselves in the wood that makes the railing for the stairs here. You just hear shit as he gets behind the pillar and begins reloading. And that'll be his turn. Alexandros, it's yours.
What's the current situation right now? Like with hits
Alright.
and stuff?
Okay, so Flynn
We're
has
all
been
gonna die.
scraped by Nakresh, and he's been burned. You've been burned. He's been burned. He's been burned and shot. Oh, he's also been shot by the laser eyes. He's been shot by the laser eyes. She's been burned.
I think you should leave.
So we're screwed.
Run.
Yeah, we are definitely boned here.
Ooh, I'm dying!
So can I? Because right behind me, that's a table, right? And then there's covering.
Okay, so this right. If you go under here, you will be covered by the balcony above you, and this will be
Okay.
a pillar that's like you can hide behind. This is a table. Currently, Kosef is like embedded in it. He's
Yeah.
he's in like the soup and the turkey of the table on here.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you could duck behind here, over here, anywhere over here, really.
Can I move to? Can I just duck behind the pillar that's right behind me? Like not that
yeah.
one, the other one.
This one.
Yeah.
All right.
And then could I use? Could I possibly
Yeah.
send a message as my last move?
Yeah, sure. That's your bonus action if you want.
Yeah.
Either way.
So I want to lift up my sleeve that has like the eyes on it,
Uh huh.
and I just want to like kind of like not yell, but like desperate yell,
Mm-hmm.
just to be like, "Hey Rib, are you seeing this? For the love of Kellenbor, we need your help." And
All
that's
right.
it.
You feel a vague warmth in the back of your mind. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I
I'll say
think
that was your bonus action or your regular action. If you'd like to do either to capture
Pray.
spell.
You
or
should
anything.
pray to your god.
I think, can I use my last one just to send a message to Flint and just be like, "Don't be stupid. You're gonna get yourself killed."
All right. You hear this, Flint, as you've been scraped by Nakresh, and you're still sort of just staring right at him.
If only I had a giant robot to punch him with. Like, if only I had a mech. If only there was a man-shaped hole inside of a suit I could jump into. Can I fit into that?
Oh, you mean Sumi's like thing?
Yes.
You don't know. You've never seen him outside of it.
I'm a dwarf, aren't I?
Yeah, but I mean, gnomes are significantly smaller than dwarves. I mean, not so much height-wise, but like width and girth-wise.
Where
Dwarves
is
are-
he?
Sumi's up here. He's on the second floor. He's walking.
It's not my action yet, though, is it?
It is not.
Okay.
It is still Alexandrus. I guess you're wrapping up, just sending those 2 little messages, and then you're hiding.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Actually, roll me a stealth check to see just how well.
Damn, Alex, don't make this difficult.
Hide is an action.
Damn, no good bonus. 3.
3. Okay, so you quite obviously in your long flowing purple robe just like scream into your eyes, "Here, are you seeing this?" And then book it behind this pillar.
Subtlety is not one of my traits.
Joanna, the woman with the bear skin, just like looks at you and reads. It is now Ziggy's turn. And he will. What will he do? Oh, he can do so many things too. Damn, he give these people so many things. He will look at you, Flint, and he will call out. He will walk up to the edge of the stage, and he'll call out to you. "Be strong, my friend. The music will heal you." It does. You heal 8 hit points. So you get those 8 hit points back.
Me, yeah!
As he casts Healing Word, he shouts it across the ballroom at you to heal you up. And then with his action, he'll scream, your entire outfit is rather good. You're not fit to be a king of anything." As he casts Vicious Mockery at Nakresh, and Nakresh just like turns his head at him, as if the spell had no effect. And that'll be Ziggy's turn. Ori, it is your turn.
Are you fighting or not?
Thought real long and hard about it. And instead,
You're up here.
You saw what he
I've seen
did to my
everything that's
face.
You're currently, Alexandrus is literally right under you.
We were literally on fire.
so nobody still can't see me, right?
Well,
Nobody
you're
can see
you're
me.
sort of up in the crown. People can see you, but like, you haven't engaged anything. You have a spear, so people know that you could fight, but you're just up here.
Okay. Well, I definitely want to do like a kind of hide thing, and then go into a meditative state
Uh-huh.
to the monks of the olden days to see how they can help defeat Nakresh.
Interesting. I don't know. Is that a monk ability you have? I don't know if you can just.
Oh, I don't know. Hold on.
I mean, you can do it for prayers, but I don't know if there's not like a mechanical thing. You can't just like summon the ancestors.
Oh no, I mean like to meditate, to go back to that time, you know, like with the avatar and everything, and how
Okay.
he goes into that ball and all that stuff.
Okay. So I'll say
So I thought it was
Okay.
kind of like that.
all right. So you will sort of ready yourself, and sort of Ori sort of closes his eyes, breathes in, breathes out. And you start asking various monks that have been before you, "What can I do? Will anything work?"
She's going into the Avatar state.
And you all you see in this state is an image of yourself with whips of fire out of your hands, and they sort of crackle.
The chat is cheering Orion.
And they hit tigers, and the tigers scream in pain as fire erupts around their flesh. So you feel like you've been given a hint.
We must make him burn. Oh, I said that in the mind bubble.
Yeah, and you know you have an ability that has like little fire whips. That is one of your monk skills that you've adopted. You also have the wind blast. Either one. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Would you like to jump down, or are you staying up there?
No, I'm gonna stay up there and talk to Sumi.
Okay. Are you gonna walk over to him?
Yeah, go across there.
Okay, so you kind
I'm
of
asking.
fight through the crowd. I'll say that with all your movement, you can just get there. and you ask him. What do you ask him?
Why isn't he fighting?
I'm sorry, I didn't I'm a man of enterprise. I'm a man of politics. This is a political issue.
Ori, throw him at me. Throw him at me, and I will steal his medal.
So I will say that's your turn. It is now Joanna's, the big burly bear lady, and she's just gonna charge forward. And with the rest of her turn, she's just gonna get right up in this guy's face. That's all she can do. Merit,
Oh?
you're falling through the green endlessly, and then floor hits you, and you hear "By the gods!" as you get up and you realize you are on the dank cave floor of the little meeting room of the queen, or like of her organization. And there's several drow who are staring at you and sort of like already instinctively like putting spears to you as you've just literally appeared out of nowhere.
Green? Green. It was very green.
Should
Oh
we-
god.
Should we kill
Green.
the human? I don't know. That's the queen.
I need to speak to somebody. Oh. Deborah, I need to speak to Deborah. I know Deborah. She'll vouch for me.
And she looks like, oh, it's one of Boris freaks. Very well. She's in there.
Freak.
So, they escort you past one of the doors, and you walk in, and there is Deborah the Cut Ear in her bandaged face, and looking over various papers and plans, and moving coins into a bag, and she's like, cocks her head, and she's like, isn't today the day of the height?
It's already done. So I just need my my stuff that I lent you back.
Yeah, of course, yeah, close the door. She puts on her
Aye.
accent. Okay. And she opens her pendant to go into her magic mansion, the sort of shape-shifting world where she was holding Ziggy while you were getting the staff for her. And she takes you through a couple of rooms, and she brings out to you your bag of holding and all of your weapons and all your gear. She's returned it to you.
Hey,
How did it go? Yeah.
I don't exactly know. From what I gathered from my pals, it seems that that Turget guy that we had tagging along on us got
Jesus.
really drunk.
This is not
Oh.
good.
Why is that?
Laughing, Richard.
Why is that news to me?
Because he's claiming he's Nakresh.
Okay.
That's not what I said.
The cult.
I don't know.
The cult claims that Nakresh is back. Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it's just really weird. I'm gonna have to figure out what they're doing out there. So, is there any way you can get me there really quick?
You need to go back.
Well,
Wait, how did you get here?
A very green man helped me out here.
So you had him teleport you here and not there, but you need to go there.
Well, I need to get paid by Alvin. I need him to give me money.
Oh,
I
that's
did this
right
for-
here.
I did this for gold, yes.
Okay. So you need to get there.
Unless that is you can outbid me for these plans.
Out, bitch. For what are these?
And I well, depends. How much would you pay for some sort of ultimate weapon?
Sure, he knows about these.
Well, I mean, give them to the queen. She'll offer you a lot. Me personally, I obviously I can give you promises for when we take back my throne. On me currently, I only have so much.
All right. Well, I just need to get back to Alvin and get paid money, the money he promised us.
Okay. Do you need to go back to Tinkertown? Do you need to go back to the mansion?
Yeah, just outside by the bushes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sure. And so she'll like come with me. I know where there's a circle.
Go.
So she'll start walking you out. back to the fight. And the man at the back is ready to crack his hands up in the sky. So it is Kosef's turn. And he will spring up from the table. And he will charge in. 3.
Everyone's gonna die.
Let's see here. No, he can't do that yet. He cannot do that. Actually, no, he can. And go up here, and then you watch Alexandros as he disappears into dust, and then reappears right in front of Nakresh. And then he holds aloft his greatsword and just swings right at Nakresh. And so that is a 23 to hit, and that is a 7 to both hit. And so as he brings down his sword, it lights up with holy, radiant, glowing light. And as he strikes at Nakresh, Nakresh shrieks out in pain as the blade itself bounces off his skin, but the glowing light lingers and leaves these slashes. And where it hits across his jaw and across his chest, you see instead of clothing, instead of human flesh, you see fur of orange and black. And then it sort of slowly closes back in, and he actually cries out.
Oh no!
And so, Kresh takes both attacks. Yikes. And Nakresh takes... Paladins are fucked. Nakresh takes 26 points of damage as Kosef just digs into him.
He's allergic to light.
Kitty.
That's good to know.
Yeah, actually.
So,
Who else has like light attacks?
Mine are only heavy. Get it?
and so Nakresh just instinctively pivots over to him and just swipes out with one of his claws on Kosef. And so that is a 24 to hit, which hits Kosef. Kosef takes 12 points of slashing damage. And so, that is the end of Kosef's turn. And at this point you hear, "Never fear! The greatest magician of all is here!" As the pug flies in
It's the pugman!
from the
It's the little pug!
He's literally flying.
Where is merit for this?
25.
You-
He goes,
Oh my god.
I love this
You have
guy.
a little icon for him.
and he is going,
my God.
Wonderful.
Oh, he's a little
my
dog
God.
man.
and he flies up in the air and across this line from his little paw. He shoots out.
This is crazy stuff, man.
He shoots out, flying, like literally flying. He is flying up in the air.
Oh,
Zoom.
It's
He
air
flies up
bug.
10 feet,
Oh my
and
god.
from his paw, you hear a crackling, and then a lightning bolt shoots out.
Alex, can you put him near the camera so we can see up close?
Yeah, it's not a pug, I'm afraid, but it is a small little gremlin guy.
Hugs!
So Pug Wizard casts Lightning Bolt, and as the bolt of lightning crashes into Nakresh, you see the lightning connects, and it sort of just like shimmers and then fades to steam as it hits his body, and then the lightning bolt just crackles out, and it did nothing to him.
Woo!
Nakresh is unaffected.
Okay, so there goes my special abilities.
Well, yeah, and the Pug is sort of floating.
Well, shows you put trust in a wizard who got kicked down a flight of stairs.
He must have dodged it! And that is the end of his turn. And now it is Nakresh's turn again.
Ooh.
And he just turns
Goodbye,
to
Pug.
He turns to Kosef and he just says,
Oh no. This won't stand.
And you watch as he raises his finger, his middle finger specifically, and it cracks all the way back. And then it starts glowing with black fire. And then cracks again all the way forward. As black lightning crackles around, and then a skull is formed in the fire. And then as he releases it, this fiery skull made of black fire and this black lightning bolt, and they just shoots out right into Kosef's chest.
Overcompensating for something.
Kosef rolls a 4 on his saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. We just lost our last option.
So
Ugh.
Kosef takes...
Wait, what did that just do? Did it just like?
I don't like that.
Okay, 27. Okay, Kosef takes... I gotta look up the spell again. Hold on.
This doesn't sound good.
F. Where is the F spell? 30. Alright, cool. So Kosef takes 57 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
Wow.
And then you watch as this haughty dragonborn holy warrior just stumbles back, staggers back, and his skins begin to fall off as if his flesh is rotting.
Oh god.
And then? What do you mean, and then?
And then.
And
Just
then
can't die in peace.
all of his flesh just evaporates away, and all you see is this
Oh my god.
I cannot find.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay. As now, he is a zombie dragonborn.
But wait, there's more! Now we've got OxyGlue
Now he's a
Dragonborns!
Oh my god.
And the Kresh just like puts his hand over the zombie's like
Fuck me.
face,
Oh.
and he just looks and he's like,
Oh, man.
and he
Because
just
What would a final boss be without him just making random NPCs for you to combat to distract you?
and then he just looks at you, Fliz, and he turns to the zombie and he says,
Deal with that one.
No!
and so Nakresh will just walk away. Sort of
Walk
off to
away?
the side. So
Walk away!
You get an attack of opportunity. Actually, he just walks by you.
Like a dick.
So you can roll an opportunity attack if you wish.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah,
Because
he
he's
leaves
walking
your.
by me?
Yeah, he leaves your realm. He didn't disengage.
Well, I don't have anything light, and he almost killed me the last time, so I might hold off for an opportune moment.
All right. So Joanna will take a swipe at him though, and she will roll a 14, which misses. So she'll just like swing, and the crest just like ducks under her great axe as it whizzes over his head, and he just walks over here. So Karnov, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I had a plan, and then that whole zombie thing kind of messed up the plan. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my mind to all of my compatriots.
Yes.
Okay, so we saw what all hurt him, right?
My leg!
Do we think it's the sword that did it? Or is there something special about the zombie dragonborn that just showed up?
Well, in my meditation, while I was meditating, I saw something. And
I'll work
I
with
was
anything.
I was told that we can use fire and light to try and destroy him. It just came to me. I'm not sure about it, but we can try.
Ugh. Fire.
It's our best bet.
Who has fire at their disposal?
I do.
Well, other than
I have Sacred Flame.
could I share like the fire? Could I share that power?
No, that's yours.
No.
Oh.
Because of your monk training.
No, I mean like if I bring out fire and stuff, could I share it with one of the wizards?
What do you mean by share it? Like you could light their torches. You can't like give them the fire and then it's not like a physical object.
Can we enchant my axe to light it on fire?
You can probably get an enchantment for your weapon to make it a magic weapon, but that costs a lot.
That is not the time, unfortunately.
That was not the time.
Did they just throw a torch at him? Did they just like throw a torch at him or something?
You could. All right, Karnov, it is your turn though.
Yep. All right.
It's worth a try, right?
Oh, we could
Firebolt!
circle of fire.
I'm just gonna firebolt right at him, based on Ori's suggestion.
Okay. Go for it.
Right at Nakaresh. So
He dies, not my fault.
just a basic D20 attack, right?
Yep.
Come on, pour that fire.
19.
Pour
19 will hit.
some fire on me.
Okay. Cool. That was a hit.
Does anybody have a flashlight? Nice. I like that one.
Okay. So your firebolt shoots out from your hand right into Nakresh's chest, and then as it hits him, it's the same effect as when the lightning bolt hit him. It just turns into steam and dissipates.
Shit.
So what's at the metal then?
And at this point, Karnov, you feel your magic ineffective. You feel like you're losing control of your magic, and you realize it's bubbling up inside you. Something that hasn't happened in a while.
Here we go.
Your tides of chaos has time to pay its dues. Roll me 2d10s, because you're a wild surgeon, buddy.
Okay, 2d10s.
So tell me what the first number is, and then
Is
the
that
second.
like a tiefling fighter flight mode or something?
It's a wild mage sorcerer feature, which basically he has to roll on a table, and either something amazing, awful, or hilarious. Well,
Yeah, it's like 1 to... Oh, gosh. So the first number is 4.
okay.
Second number is 9.
49.
Oh no!
Oh!
What?
No!
Damn it.
We're so fucked.
So as you say, like, what the fuck? As you say fuck, a bunch of pink bubbles all fly out of your mouth.
Me Thanos!
You are now foaming uncontrollably, pink bubbles, and you can't speak. All that comes out is bubbles.
Oh, god damn it.
The good news is you can use Tides of Chaos again now, because I have made you Wild Surge.
Ugh.
That's one of the harmless effects, though. So there you go. Like I said,
Mostly
which
harmless.
is hilarious. So you look to Nakresh, who hasn't really noticed you before. You shoot a firebolt at him. It does nothing, and now you're bubbling at the mouth.
It's right out of a really bad... I'm the Yamcha of this
And
group.
he just like
Oh, embarrassing.
he just cocks his head, and his eyes glow green again. As he shoots his eye beams at you.
Shit.
So that is a 29 to hit.
That's a definite hit.
That is a 14 to hit.
Yeah, that's a definite hit because my armor class is 10.
I think it's 11 or 12. But,
Or
yeah.
oh yeah, no, it went up, didn't it? Yeah, it did.
Okay. So
It's still gonna hit.
and a 26 to hit. Okay.
Can I do that thing? Hold on, with the sentinel thing where you like, do
You can punch him to make it so that he doesn't move anymore, but you're currently on the second floor.
oh, so I
he-
can't like block him
chose.
No,
from hitting him.
you're up there. You could run and jump down. He's literally like right below you, right? But yeah. So
So he would
Karnov,
still have gotten hit.
my friend Karnov, You take 26 points of force damage.
Cool, I'm dead.
So dead.
I just Yamcha'd this.
like dead? Or
Oh,
just,
no,
like, not
You're
really
perfectly
dead?
at wow, 26, huh? That's exactly what you have.
That was exactly it.
So you throw out your little bolt of fire, you lose control of your magic, and then the Chris looks at you and knocks you out, and his blast sends you basically crashing into the stage, and you are now knocked down. It's Gorak's turn,
Oh no.
and so
Guys.
Gorak sees now, like, Kosef, my friend, it's a shame to see you brought so low, but I will return you to the land of the dead where you rightfully belong. And so he charges up and he starts swinging at the zombie. And so, that is a 15 to hit. That'll combo.
I'm so mad at myself. I really am.
Oh, that is like the best wild surge. There's actually, spoilers, one thing that could have really fucked up in a crash, but you didn't get it.
Aww.
Alright, wow. Zombos. Okay, yeah, 15 definitely hits the zombie. And so, all my dice, losing all my dice. So the zombie takes 9 points of damage from Gorak's huge hammer. Where are all of my things? This battle is too much. Whatever. Okay. Just somebody notes that the zombie has taken 9 points of damage.
9 points damage to the zombie.
Yeah.
You heard it, chat.
Yes. 19 points of damage.
19. So Flint, it is now your turn.
Okay. Alright, so I scramble up from the ground, and I am gonna dash towards fucking Sumi. I don't know if you need me to roll anything to run.
Wait a minute. What are you doing?
You know what I'm doing.
I hope you're not doing what I think you're doing.
Oh, I'm doing it.
You're very lucky Merritt is not in this room because he would have physically stopped you from doing it.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on.
Okay, so you're gonna go charging at Sumi, huh?
Yep, I'm not gonna attack him.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab
so
him.
You're in the melee range of the zombies. The zombie will try to swipe at you if you try to leave.
Okay, am I gonna have to attack the zombie on my way there?
If you don't want it to try to kill you.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want to attack the zombie?
Sure.
All right, roll for an attack.
Plus my strength.
Yeah, plus your proficiency, plus strength.
Okay.
It's plus like 7 for you. Plus 6.
For my proficiency and strength bonus, that is 6.
Yeah.
So 14.
14 hits, so roll your d12 plus strength.
It literally just like this really big dramatic circle.
Uh-huh.
8
8 total? Or
total.
Okay. The zombie is still up. So you can go to hack at it and then keep running. Do you want to keep running or do you want to stay?
Is
engage
that
with it?
staggered enough?
No, it'll still try to swipe back.
Yeah, just keep running.
Okay, so he will make his attack. And that is a 7 to hit you, so that will miss.
So okay.
So as you
Okay.
embed your great axe into the zombie flesh of once Kosef, the Dragonborn Paladin, you tear off one of his arms. And so he goes to swipe at you with the missing arm, not realizing that it's gone. And then you just dash away. So
Zombies!
4, 5. Okay, so you are now 1, 3, 6, 7. You're now 7 spaces away from. You're up on the stairs now.
Okay. Can I use like a bonus action?
You can action search. You can
Action.
second wind.
Second
You can second
wind.
wind. Second wind gets you more health. But I think you're good. I think you're top cover.
Okay.
So you can action surge to take another action. If you wish.
I'll action surge to take another action just to get there.
Okay, so.
Is that my turn though?
Yeah, that'll basically be your
Alright.
turn. Well, give a bonus action if you want to start talking to him.
Oh no, I'm gonna. My intent is to grab him and yank him out of that stupid armor.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get back to that on your turn.
Fine. Setting it up.
It is Axel's turn, and he will, from behind the pillar, fire his pistol twice at Nakresh. Bang, bang. So that is a 13. Wow, he's shit. 13 to hit Nakresh. That will miss. And then 17. So that was 27. So that one will hit. So fires off 2 bullets. You hear, Alexandros, this zip as one of the bullets fires over here, ricochets past your ear, and then goes out the window outside. And then one of the bullets hits Nakresh right in the neck. No effect. At this point, Axel is just like, ugh. And he will action surge to pivot around and fire 2 more times at the zombie. Sharpshooter shots. So that is a 15, that'll hit. And that is an 18, so both will hit. So the zombie is going to take... wow, that's a lot. Okay.
Ooh, good. One less thing to worry about. He says while he's dead.
So the zombie takes 46 points of damage as
Damn.
bam, bam, these 2 expert shots crush its skull, and it just completely disintegrates into dust. And Axel just barks,
Focus on the damn cat, man.
and that'll be Axel's turn. Alexandros, it is now yours. You are standing over here, hiding behind this pillar. You see Nakresh standing right there. You see Karnov has been downed by 3 laser blasts to the chest.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to cure wounds with a level 2 spell slot on Karnov.
You have to get within range. You can move up to him if you want to do that.
Oh, I'm not within range?
For
Okay.
cure wounds, no. You could use healing. You could just use healing word if you'd rather do.
Let me check heal word. Yeah, I can do heal. I'll do healing.
Okay, so roll a d8 plus 4.
Uh, 7 plus 4.
Okay,
So
so
11.
Karnov, you get 11 HP. You're back up.
Woo!
Okay. So it is now Ziggy's turn. And so he's playing furiously. This is still, this has still been happening within like the first 40 or so seconds of Ballroom Blitz. So he's still going. And then he says, raises his hands to the sky. And as he says that, you see Karnov as huge angel wings appear out of Ziggy's back, and he begins glowing radiantly, and his eyes just go clear blue,
And
he
it.
floats up about 10 feet up in the air.
I knew it.
And he says, could kill you with a wink of her eye, and he winks and casts healing word as well on you, Karn.
Well, actually, I guess I can't say I knew it because I still have bubbles coming out of my mouth, don't I?
Yeah,
You also
you say.
back down.
Okay, so Karnov, you take another 7 HP, so now you're at 18.
18. Cool, I'm back in it. That's how I
And
scoop
now-
and try to hit him.
Ziggy is floating up in the air. And yeah, that'll be his turn then. Ori, it is now yours. You have witnessed, by the way, Flint just book it up the stairs with his stubby dwarven legs and just shove through people. Oh yeah, that should have been difficult too. Whatever. He has just bulldozed all the audience to get right up to Sumi, right next to you. Nakaresh is still under you. You've watched Karnov go down and then come right back up. What would you like to do?
So, I've been thinking about it, and I want to use the fire whip thing to kind of like blind Nakaresh. So, like to whip it around his eyes.
Okay, so you'd have
And
to.
then I want to start moving.
You would have to jump down to engage him in order to do that because it's like a melee attack.
Okay.
You're doing it.
She's gonna do the superhero landing.
Just
Ori, you sort of leap over, 3-point land effortlessly, right next to Nakaresh. Unless you, where would you like to be? Would you want to be like right here, right there? Where do you want? You can't be behind him. He's standing with his back against the pillar.
Well, to the side there.
Okay. So you leap down right next to him.
Yeah.
What do you do?
And then garner whatever it is I need to garner to get those fiery whips out, and
So
then
you
throw them up.
extend your hands out. These 2 flaming whips appear in your hands. So you lash out. Roll for attacks. So I believe it's
Here we go.
+5 or +6 to hit for you. Let me look up that thing. Oh, so you use one of your key points. You have like. Oh, that's okay. So just you have fire whips, the duration. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So they're gonna be out like that for the whole fight. The whips.
It'll be out for, I believe. Is your turn? For the rest of your turn. So you could do 3. You can do 3 attacks with these things.
Okay, can one of them be blinding him? Like just whipping it around his eyes?
Well, you can whip him and you can see what happens. It doesn't have like a specific blinding feature.
Okay.
Oh, the light might do something to him.
Yeah. But
okay, yeah, I tried that.
Okay, so roll 3 attacks.
Alright. And that's
that's a D20. So it's a D20 plus
+3.
Yeah. +5. +5.
16.
16, that'll hit. Roll it again.
Come on.
Oh
Do
gosh.
some damage.
9.
Okay, 9 will miss. And you got a third one.
23.
23.
Okay.
23. Okay, so you got 2 hits. So each one is a D10. So roll 2 D10 and then +6 for your dexterity damage.
Wait, 2d10 without anything added to it, just.
+3 or +6. +6. 2D10 +6.
For both of them, right? Plus 16 for the first one.
Wow. Okay.
Do some damage. Make it count.
And the next one, 12.
Okay, so that is 38 points of fire damage. He takes 19. He takes half of that. But he does take damage.
Do I still have like a turn? Can I still do actions and stuff?
That was your entire turn. You bonus action to do it 3 times. And you attacked, leaped at him. So he took 19. He is not happy about that. So Ori leaps down and you whip. Fire across his face. He's like, and he hisses. And he just looks at you and he's like, oh.
That's it. I'm next to go. I'm
Yep,
going
and
to
he-
die.
And he looks at you and he's just like, you are a curious one. And you see like he has a human face, but where you whipped it, you see like a lower jaw of fangs and a cat mouth slowly rescinding back into human shape.
Oh shit, he's the real
We
deal.
need to- We need to
I
bathe
mean,
him
no,
in some
no,
kind of
no.
light.
And so spells again. Ooh.
What about the wizard people? Or the almost gods. What about like?
And he just looks at you. He's like,
You like fire, huh? So do I.
and from his finger is this little ball of fire, and he just points it to the ground, and then you witness Ori as it shoots down, and then explodes, and ignites, and takes a 30-foot radius. So everybody, actually, Alexandros, Ziggy, Karnov, and Ori, you all have to actually. This hits everybody. Damn, fireball. So, as just the whole room, you see Flint below you. This whole room just detonate with a gulf of flame. I need everybody to roll me dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 17.
Okay.
Let me see.
11.
So dexterity is just the +5 and the d20, right?
Oh.
I don't have a modifier, so mine's just 17.
Yeah.
If we have inspiration, should now be the time to use it.
If you wish, you can use that. Yes.
I have a +1 on dexterity. I don't know if I should add that.
Yeah, you got. So Flint, you don't have to, but everybody else, Gorak, Joanna, basically everybody in the room except for the pug and Axel.
I keep forgetting that pug is here.
Yeah,
That
he's
lucky
flying around.
Yeah.
That lucky pug who has taken no damage.
The lucky pug who has taken 0 damage. Ziggy
Snaps.
succeeds. Gorak does not. Joanna does not. Yeah. So what's everybody's saves?
11.
11.
Okay. Okay.
20.
20. Okay. Karnov, what's about you?
17.
17. Only Ziggy and Ori make their save.
Mm.
Wow.
Wow.
Oof.
Everybody else takes 31 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
Whoosh.
31 points.
Yeah. So Karnov's back down. Ori, you're down. Alexandros, you're down. Wow, 31 is exactly what like all of you.
Wow.
Joanna has 20 left. Where is Joanna? Okay.
Wait, what do you mean by down? As in?
You're knocked unconscious. The fire was too much for you, especially you, Ori. It was right in your face, just this wall of flame.
Didn't she make her saving throw?
Oh, wait. Oh, you're right,
Yeah,
Ori. Yeah, right. I forgot.
I was wondering.
You're what? Sorry. I got overexcited. So you take 15. So somehow you instantly duck behind the pillar as the spall ignites. And so you take half of its. So you have 16 HP left. But Alexandros has gone down, as has Karnov. Gorak's okay. Joanna's okay, but looking pretty rough. That is exactly Gorak's health. Half of his health. As this fireball has ignited, and from the steam of smoke, Ziggy is still floating up in the air. Damage as well. Good thing he made his save. Sweet. Okay. And that will be it. So still seeing you still standing, the crest just turns to you and says,
Indeed, you're quite interesting.
Uh-oh.
So
Ori.
it is Joanna's turn, and she will just run forward and start swinging. First, she will enter a furious rage, and then begins hacking at Nakaresh.
But
And
she's
roll-
seeing this doesn't work.
She's pretty stubborn. So both hits and both do 0 damage to him. As she's just like bashing him upside of the head. And then he will use his 3rd legendary action to just turn around and just be like, pest, and swipe at her. So, that is a 23 to hit her. And she will take 15 points of damage.
Ooh.
Halved, because she is raging. So, alright, so she's still standing, and she is raked by this claw that seems to come out of his bare human fingers. And, Merit,
Hi.
it is now you, as you are running around with the princess. And you've been booking it for a little bit now. To the other side of the Underdark, Undertunnel, this sort of like subterranean lake underneath the tunnels district.
Uh-huh.
And the princess, in her guise of Deborah the Cut Ear, says, "Okay, here." And she like sort of takes you to this little like dusty area behind a stalactite. She wipes off some dust, and where there is a magic circle, and she says, "Okay, where do you want to go?"
Tinkertown.
Okay. And so you step on it, and she says, "Gnomish Quarter," and then again that familiar sensation of being instantly taken to another place. Actually, Merit, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Sure thing. So that is Constitution. It's a +2, so 17.
So as you land, and you sort of land on the outskirts of Tinkertown, you see the Clockwork Castle before you. You see Alvin's shop, and for once, it is dead silent. There's no little Thomas the Dank Engine playing. Diggy's music stopped playing.
Huh.
For the first time, the area has gone silent, dead quiet. And having
That's
teleported
weird.
now like 6 times in a single hour, you feel the urge to vomit instinctually as vertigo instantly smacks you, but somehow you choke it down. What do you do?
Am I in range of the fungi still? Now.
Yes, now you are. You have, and with that action, you have reattuned to the, Mind Home again.
Howdy, everybody! Can y'all hear me? It's your brother.
So you get radio silence from Merit and Alexandris, but Ori and Flint, you hear Merit speaking to you again in your heads.
How is the party going? I heard Turgid got pretty drunk and claimed he was Nakresh from our good old pal Karnak.
Oh my god, stop talking.
Why? What happened?
That is absolutely not
I
what's
have the-
going on.
Did
Well, it
Karnak-
seems like a lot of shit is going down. You hear Alvin's voice.
Oh yeah, I
hey,
forgot Alvin was there.
what's up, Alvin? I have the plans. I'm in Tinkertown.
Oh, really? Okay, meet me in my shop. I'll be right there.
Awesome, cool.
Everybody else, get out of there. You're on your own. And
Get out of there. What's going on?
Something bad.
What's going on?
It is up to everyone else to answer, except Karnov. You realize Karnov and
Shit
Alexander
hit the fan.
answer.
Hey, where's go? What? Someone needs to fill me in.
I can't.
It
I'm
was a
dead,
target who
and I
was drunk.
literally can't speak because I'm
Bubble mouth.
foaming at the mouth.
Yes.
What?
So
What
from-
happened?
From
What?
Karnov's body, there's just while he's face down on the floor, there's just pink bubbles slowly. Boop, 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 boop.
Why can I only hear 2 of you? What happened? Did he get really drunk?
Got drunk. The real
Wait, what?
Nakresh showed up, and we're all screwed. Everyone's nearly dead. I think that caught you up.
What?
I like
what,
that Ori has completely come around to my negativity.
oh golly. Oh golly. Oh geez. Oh dear. Oh wow. Well, I need to think of a plan, huh? Hold tight,
So
y'all.
far, we know that he's afraid of light, and he can
Light.
be defeated by light.
And I just spoke to Greenie, and he said some kind of sword might help kill Nacresh. That's just
So
what
as
I.
this is happening, you see the little pug wizard fly out, Ori. Right here. He's like, have a little taste of this! And he shoots a firebolt out of his little pug paw right in Nacresh's face. And he misses. As it, and it sort of hits Nacresh in the shoulder, and then nothing happens.
It's like
He's
the
like-
Crush is fighting a minion.
I have made a mistake, and he begins flying away.
So, while this is happening, I'm walking towards Alvin shop.
Okay, so you are going there. It is now Nacresh's turn. And so, he's looking around with Joanna currently up on his side, and Ori's still up there, and he just will, like, rake out with both of his claws. One on you, Ori, one on Joanna. So, that is a 12 to hit you, Ori. I actually think that... let me double check that is... Yeah, so that he rolled really low. So he rakes out with one claw, and you instinctively just dodge away from it. And as he's backhanding you, like with his hand, his human-looking hand. But as he does, it looks like claws facing the opposite direction. Like, normally claws go inward. It looks like his claws are going outward and sticking out of his fingernails as he brings them down against you, and you just instinctively duck away from it. And then, wow, he's rolling shit. He rolls out to strike against. Actually, no, that misses. Yeah, he rolled a 3 + 8 to hit Joanna, and his claw comes out against her, and she instinctively dodges out of it as well. And just
Typical.
and he will sort of walk towards the center of the room. You can try to hit him with your thing to stop him in his tracks if you want. Ori?
Oh, me? Can I use, like, the acid breath? To
No,
melt the-
it's an action. This is a reaction.
Oh, it's just a reaction?
Yeah.
Mm.
But you could acid breath him on your turn. If you wish. Okay.
What do you say that he was doing? He was just passing by?
He's just walking away from you guys, not even caring. And so Joanna swings at her axe, just like embeds itself in like the back of his head, bounces off. But what would you like to do, if anything? Do you let him walk?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing anything just yet.
Okay, so you let him walk to the center of the room. Karnov, roll me a death saving throw.
D20, right? I've
Yep.
only died so many times. I should know this. That's gonna be a 2.
Okay, so that's one failure.
Go me.
Okay, so congrats. It is now Gorak's turn. It will see that Flint has run off, and he sees that a lot of his allies are looking haggard or down. So he's just going to look around, see the pug flying past him, and just steer clear of Nacresh. He's gonna run up to you, Karnov, and he'll grab you by the ankle, and he will cure some wounds.
Whee!
So you get back 16 health.
Awesome.
And he says, "Get up, brave warrior. The fight is still going."
Oh, really? But still
Yes.
bubbles. But still bubbles.
Yeah, so
Or
it's
wait,
just
no.
like blah, blah, blah. And he's
Or
just
wait,
like,
does
"Oh."
that roll over? Because I've now had a turn.
Yeah, it lasts for 24 hours.
It says I can't speak for the next minute. Hang on.
Okay, 60 seconds. But for the sake of the okay, I misread it. I thought it was a day. It's a minute.
Well, I don't know how long it's actually been.
It's been like 30 seconds.
Okay, then I still can't.
You still can't talk. It's still bubbles.
94 hours of bubble, Christ!
Wow.
There's some wild search things that last a whole day. I forget which. Anyway, so that's Gorak's
Well,
turn.
what if
It
we
is now-
had some Michael Bay continuity about it?
so it is now
Where we
yours,
just
Flint.
forget. Oh, it's my
Flint, it
turn?
is your turn. Yep.
All right. So, you know what I'm thinking? I'm gonna leave Sumi right where he is.
Okay.
I am going to basically
You're up here, by the way.
take, because he's got like a full piece armor suit, right?
It looks like he is embedded in this like metal body. Yes.
Embedded. Okay. And what kind of metal is it?
Roll me an intelligence check with advantage because you are a dwarf and you know metal and rocks.
12.
And fish.
Wait, do I have
Well, advantage, so you can roll it twice and take the bigger
okay.
number.
13 with a +1 modifier?
You know that it's made of electrum, which is a common dwarven substance that's really conducive to arcane things. And it's really hardy. It's really like sturdy, but it's also very malleable. So a lot of tinkerers, a lot of dwarves and gnomes use it to make a bunch of stuff.
Arcane. Okay, so is anything able to be done with anybody's spells at that could just kind of modify this or add something to it?
What you have to be more specific, maybe.
Like, would Ori or Alexander just be able to put some kind of spell or elemental addition to this armor were I to pick him up by the ankles and use him as a weapon?
I have
I mean,
alchemist tools.
You can physically lift him. Flint, you don't know much about magic, so you figure that that people use electrum for magical purposes, so you know that like something magic won't bounce off of it. It will be affected by magic, but you don't know specifically like if it can be turned against him or like whatever you're trying to figure.
Okay.
What would you like to do? You still have your action, your movement.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna pick him up by the ankles and use him like he's a friggin' hammer, regardless.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so roll. Wow, I did not expect this. So roll an athletics check
Okay.
because you are trying to grapple him. I'll say you have advantage because he has no idea what's going on. He's fight.
Okay.
And I have to pull up
And
his
I
stats.
have a 6 in athletics, keep in mind.
Yeah, and you have advantage, so you can take the higher number.
Well, I rolled a 20.
A natural 20?
Natural 20 with a +4 on strength.
Okay.
Good.
Okay,
We're
so
finally
that
getting
means-
somewhere.
Wow. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, he rolled really good, but not natural 20 good. So, you heft this giant metal body, and he says, "Wow, what's going on?"
We're winning.
And now you're so now you're hefting this big metal figure up in the air. It's a killer on your back. But
What else is new?
so what would you like to do now? You're now holding him.
I need to make my way towards Nekresh.
Okay, you
And-
can move between the crowd and him slowing you down. You can move one space carrying him.
Okay.
It's heavy. You aren't by the edge. You could throw him or topple over with him.
How
guess.
far am I from him? From Nekresh?
From Nekresh, so he is 20 feet below you, and then he's 20 feet away from you. So 20 feet,
Okay.
basically.
Wait, hold on. So I'm up top.
You're up top. You're on the second floor.
Is
you went up on the balcony.
Okay, so there's no stairs. I'm on a balcony.
You're on the balcony. There are stairs, but it's the far end of the hallway. There's a bunch of people in here, and you're currently holding a giant metal man, you maniac.
I'm gonna message Ori and tell Ori, use something that's magic and aim it at Nekresh when I signal you.
Okay.
I have alchemist tools. I'm not magic, but I'll try.
Can we get away with this? Is this
You also have
possible?
my, you also have my thieves tools, Ori. Are those
What
going to
do
be any
you-
help to you?
No, I think I gave it to somebody. I
What
gave
are
the
you
thieving
trying
tools to
to
somebody
do?
when I went in.
I am trying to just hope that this metal will react to a spell in a way that when I hit him, it will hurt.
Hurt him or Nakresh?
Hurt Nakresh.
So I'm sorry. You're trying to like use
I
him
need
as a mirror.
something flammable. I need light. I don't know, but it's
Are
going to
you
be conducted
trying
by
to
this
throw
armor.
him?
I am going to, if I may, I can even action surge for it. Get up on that balcony ledge and jump as far the fuck off of it.
All right.
With this
you
man in
can-
my hands as I can, and
You can.
and Link style slash at him with this gnome man in armor.
Okay.
This is the wildest thing
you
that's
cannot-
ever happened in this thing.
Remember, we started with him eating people.
Okay.
This is weirder.
You know, that's
Okay.
a good way to end his
This is what
storyline.
happens when I am induced with nausea.
All right. You know, I'll let you. I will let you try this. You have to roll an acrobatics check at disadvantage to try and leap off of the balcony and crash into him
An acrobatics check.
with disadvantage because you are leaping with another person.
Do I roll twice or
You roll twice and you take the lower number.
Oh,
This is
no.
a stupid when he jumped from the second floor.
I mean,
No.
you have
10?
do you still have inspiration?
I don't think so.
Oh no. Oh.
So it's this big metal man protesting and screaming, "What are you doing?" You leap off of the balcony and both body slam into the ground directly in front of Ori, about 10 feet behind the crash.
That would have been so cool.
So you
Oh my
take
God.
5 points of falling damage as you both land kerclunk on the floor. And Sumi is just rattled by this and just like, we're gonna have a talk about this. What the fuck?
That's
is
fair.
that what, is that what
Oh
you
my
thought I was
God.
going to do, or did you think I was going to do something else?
And that's your turn.
That's my life.
Oh my god.
It is now Axel's turn, and you know what? He's just gonna be relentless. He's gonna keep firing at Nakresh.
One trick pony.
He is kind of it's kind of a 6-shot pony. And, rolls a natural 1, so his
Oh,
gun
no.
actually fucks up. Chink!
It's like, God damn it, of all
The
the
gun jam
fucking
on him.
times.
Jam on him.
Mental
And
note, don't use gun.
so he has to quickly chink and sort of like file out the little metal bits that sort of, and he sort of clinks it in place. By the time he does that, it's over. Alexandris, roll me a death saving throw.
Mm,
Okay, hold on.
Come back, buddy. Come back.
It was like a D20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
So you come back then at 1 HP. Instinctively.
What?
Your eyes just open, and you feel heat, pain. As you feel like most of your hair has been taken away. You now have just like sort of like a sick undercut on like one side, as the fire has just immolated half of your hair. But you look at your clothes and the cloak that's around you, completely protected the rest of your clothing. The cloak is unscarred, but you struggle and get up and stand. And you still have the rest of your turn.
Okay.
So you have 1 HP, and you stand back up.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds
Okay?
and cure myself.
Okay, so roll 2d8 plus 3.
2d8. Hold on. So my first 8 is 1. My second
Okay.
8 is 7. Could I use one of my luckies to reroll that 1?
You can only use luck for D20.
Oh, never mind then.
So 8 plus 3, you get 11 health points back. So
Sure.
you go up to 12.
Okay.
So you are just peachy. And
Yeah.
you have a bonus action if you would like.
What can I do with my bonus action again?
You can wake up and witness Flint leap from the balcony on top of a metal man, body slamming him like it's WrestleMania for no apparent reason.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna use my bonus action to like, I guess wake up and just like look beyond the pillar and just like scream out and just be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
So it is now.
Yeah.
It is now Ziggy's turn, and with his bonus action, he's still playing Ballroom Blitz. He's in the tail end of it now, and with his sick guitar solo, he will just sing Karnov and give you Karnov another 7 points of health.
Yay!
So you're at 23 now. And then he will, in his guitar, he flicks a switch and a little hidden compartment pops out a hand crossbow, and he fires it at Nakresh. And as he shoots it, and as he's singing with his angelic wings flying him up in the air, the arrow glows with energy. And
Yes.
so he rolls a 17, which hits Nakresh. So the bolt fires out right at Nakresh, hits him in the shoulder. The bolt itself bounces off, but the light remains and detonates right by his shoulder, and Nakresh recoils in pain, taking 6 points of damage.
Okay, so
So,
so is it the weapon or the weapon and light magic that works?
it's clearly the light, man.
Yeah, I think so.
So the light. Okay.
And that is Ziggy's turn. So, Ori, it is now yours. You've
Oh,
just
God.
witnessed Flint crash right in front of you.
What was Flint using other than the man? What was he trying to use?
Other than the man.
He has a great axe, but that's all he has. He has a great axe and apparently a man.
Well,
But
no.
he was using the great axe that the man had, right? No, was it?
No. He had
He
his own
was just
great
using.
You know, good for him for having a man.
He was swinging Sumi's body, assuming that it's magical.
Ah.
I'm
Well.
trying to use it as a weapon.
Many do.
I still have my spear on me, right?
What? Yeah, you still have your spear.
Okay. And I can take out my prayer book and do like some kind of prayers over the spear.
Okay.
Can that do anything to it?
It'll make it smell nice as you put incense over it.
Okay. Alexandros is still alive, right? Well, he just
Yes,
woke back up, right?
you have witnessed him just wake back up out of the soot and the ash left over from the fireball and just put his hand to his chest and glow with his own holy light and begin breathing again. Yeah.
Okay. So I throw the spear to him, hoping that he'll catch it and say,
Okay.
make it lit. Like, holy lit.
Make it lit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And is that it?
Yeah, that's it for now.
Okay. So, you toss him your spear. Joanna is just gonna kind of stand there and look really confused, and then rush over to Nakresh and start wailing on him. And she misses, and then she hits, but she does no damage. And she just bashes and bashes. And Nakaresh just says,
Poor dear, you don't take a hint.
and then
It's hard to argue with that.
Let's see, what will he do? What does Nakaresh do next? Oh, yeah, he can do that. I forgot he can do that. That's cool.
Uh-oh.
So he'll
That's
just
nice.
That doesn't sound good.
he'll just hold out his hand, and then from the back of it, from the back of his hand, from his knuckles, shoots out a gulf of flame. This cone, 15 feet, just like a flamethrower, whoosh, right in Joanna's face, and she succeeds her saving throw. She'll take a quarter of this damage, surprisingly. So she is raging as well. So burning hand, finding the spell called Burning Hands.
Oh boy.
Okay, woo! Spicy. Okay, so she takes 29, half to 15, half to 7. Wow, she only takes 7 points of damage. She's still up. Tanking it. As the fire just engulfs and she just instinctively ducks, and her bare head that she keeps over her head, just completely singes in the flames. And now she is just a bald, stone-skinned woman, 8 feet tall. Merritt.
Tanky tank.
What up?
You appear in Tinkertown, and you're rushing over to Alvin's shop, correct?
Sure am.
All right. And as you rush up into it, you walk over, you open the doors, and you realize he's not there yet. You've beaten him here. You have some moments to think about what you want to do when he shows up, and I'll give you that minute to think it over with the group, because I really have to use the bathroom.
See ya. Alright, folks, give me an update. What happened? I can't see anything. Did Flint do something stupid? I can guess he probably did.
Yeah, what made you think that?
Just knowing ya.
Touche.
Who's alive? I just need to know that.
I think everybody's still
We're all back.
alive.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me. It's your favorite thief. Second favorite thief, maybe behind Deborah. Yes, it's me. Hi, I'm alive. I'm here. What's up? Yo. So, what do you know? What works against Nakaresh?
We
Light.
thought it was light
Flyer.
Light and fire. All right.
and a sword.
And a sword is what we
Well,
need. So we
any
need to
kind of
make some.
weapon.
So we need to make some kind of light sword,
Yeah.
perhaps even some kind of lightsaber.
Richard, we need light.
In meta, you don't get inspiration for that.
Well, we do. We need some kind of light sword.
I have a wand of magic missiles.
Well, why don't you use that and see if it works? Would you really-
To be
it'll be-
fair,
it'll
in
be
our
really
brains is
hilarious.
the only way I can talk, and it's been a rough 2 minutes or so for me.
What happened to you?
I'm
He
never
was
telling
pretty
you.
much
Don't you
cold.
ever tell him.
All right.
What happened to Karnov?
At this point, Merritt, you witness as a huffing and puffing Alvin Blacklock bursts through the doors. Oh, good,
So-
you're here.
All right, so do y'all know what happened?
Nakaresh.
I heard some bad stuff happen. Some guy attacked.
Yeah. So you got anything to whack him, knock him down?
Well,
I'm not much of a fighter. I'm more of someone who provides the weapon.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I need some kind of light weapon. Can you make us a light weapon?
I mean, not in 30 seconds.
But
I mean, are you like a glowing weapon, like a holy thing?
well, what worked against him, guys? What What attacks worked against him?
Light, but not fire. I
Okay,
definitely learned that.
what kind of like shop
holy
light?
light.
Yep.
Holy
I'll say
light?
that Alexandris and Ori, you two. Actually, yeah, Karnov, all of you guys can make religion check.
Can make what?
Check?
Religion
What?
checks.
Okay.
Okay. We can do a religion check.
That's gonna be a 5 for me, so...
You don't know. You're more arcane. You don't know anything about magic.
17.
Four.
Okay, so Alexandris.
Oh wait, no, 4 is not my thing. I just put it in for 15.
15. Okay, so both of you, Ori and Alexandris, you both know that especially Alexandris, you know that Kosef was a paladin of Bahamut, and you know that paladins have the ability to channel divine radiant damage into their strikes, and so it was. But you've also witnessed spells thrown at Nakaresh, and the spells themselves seem to have fizzled. So it seems like a source of radiant damage that isn't a spell per se seemed to have worked.
So
And it
we
seems-
need some kind of glowing weapon then.
Yeah, and also mundane weapons seem to not be affecting him at all, and he's only been hit with mundane weapons so far.
So we need to hit him with some sort of magic light sword, like a lightsaber, if you will.
Perhaps.
Or a holy weapon. Something that is channeling the sun or power.
You got any paladin weapons laying around there, Alvin?
If I did, I wouldn't need to be stealing weapons. But anyway, enough talk is talk, my friend. Give me those goods, and I'll give you the items on your way.
Yeah. And I give him the plans.
Okay, so you hand him over. He's like, oh, yes, this is it. Pretty good. I'm gonna make
But-
a lot of money.
Yeah, you'll make a lot of money, but apparently, like, the biggest evil in the city is killing everybody, is like disrupting the entire power order. So I give you these plans, you might not get to use them. He might, take over the city and disrupt everything, and wait, why am I carrying?
Oh no, man, I'm just trying to make that money.
Yeah, so am I. Why am I carrying so much?
Why are you giving him the plans?
Why wouldn't I? I didn't hear anything. So,
All right,
yeah.
So he
Gosh.
he's like, all right, my friend, thank you. Here you go. And he walks out into his little office, and he pulls out 3 items. He hands you a lantern, a jug with a bunch of little corks in it, and he gives you a robe with a bunch of patches on it.
What patches are on this road right now?
Oh Jesus, there's a lot.
Is there anything that can, like, deal light damage?
Yes, the light patch. No, there is. I don't have it written down, but there's a lot. There's like a door. There's several potion bottles patches. There's one patch that's just a bunch of daggers. There's one patch that's like a horse. There's one patch that's like 10 diamonds. There's a patch that is 2 dogs. It's a robe of useful items.
Let me put
And,
that down.
Alvin, yeah. So what you've acquired is the
Robe of useful items.
I really should have notified the name. Okay, so it's a robe of useful item, an alchemy jug, and a lantern of revealing.
Lantern of Revealing. Maybe I can shine that at him and reveal that it is indeed Turgut. Have you seen Turgut? Is it actually him as Nakaresh, or is it like real for real Nakaresh?
It is definitely not Turgut.
Either
Like,
that,
yeah,
or
but-
he's been hiding some secret power
Like, has he
all this time.
possessed Turgut's body? I mean, Karnov seemed very sure that it's something to do with Turgut.
I literally never said that.
We did him in the zone of truth. You should not be Nakaresh.
All right. So at the end of your turn, Merit, flipping back to the combat, Nakaresh will use his last legendary action to swipe at Joanna. And that is a 20 to hit her. So he will deal 10. That is just enough. As he swipes out his hand, and he seems to like catch her jaw with like the bottom of his finger, with like the back of his fingers, and then his fingers like shoot up, like they kind of snap back, and claws pop out of them into the back of her neck, and he just snaps her head off. Oof.
What?
No.
Who was that?
That was Joanna. That was the butcher Goliath woman. That was Ziggy's bodyguard.
Mm.
And now blood is pooling all over the solid gold. And he just flicks his hand. So that was his legendary action. Now that it's his turn, he will look at all of you and he'll say,
I think I've made my point very clear. Now it is time for a parting gift.
and he sort of like raises his hand up in the air, and you see right here, right in front of him, and right behind Gorak, these little pools of fire begin crackling. Whoosh! And with these gusts of flame, you see 3 men in long brown robes with tiger masks and scimitars pulled out. This aura of fire around them appear around him. Oh, no, that's the Merritt figure. Wrong one. Merritt hasn't shown up. Or has he?
Ooh. He has not, no.
He is not.
Plot
And
twist: Merit is Nakresh.
So Nakresh just summoned these 3 dudes, and then he steps over Joanna's body and begins to just walk away.
Do we do anything?
Karnov, it is your turn. These 3 are all looking at like all of you with malice and intent as they all whip out their scimitars and move forward. And you just hear, "Long live Nakresh!" as they begin to march forward.
Okay. Cantrip Thaumaturgy
Okay.
in their direction. And I'm
What?
just to the men with the scimitars.
Uh-huh.
And I just am going to raise my voice powerfully and say, "Do you not know what we did to your friends?"
And you see
trying
this one who's walking up to you, and he's like, "Oh, we know. We know. We're working on that."
Okay. I don't know what that means.
So, that is your turn.
Yep,
So
let him
cast
go.
that.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right, so it is now Gorak's turn, and he will pivot around and crack this sucker in the face. And rolls a 15, which is enough to hit him. So that guy suffers 12 points of damage.
I'm super confused right now. What's going on?
So Nakresh has summoned 3 cultists and begun to walk away.
We could kill cultists.
And now Gorak is attacking the cultist. And then he sort of raises a hand and says, "Cord, bring me strength!" And then a glowing hammer appears right next to this one. And then that one also takes a swing at this guy. And that one will miss, unfortunately, as it whoosh swings over his head. But now there's a floating ghost hammer right in front of that cult. It is now Flint. It is now your turn.
What is there for me to do?
There is now a
Smash
cultist
face.
standing right in front of you, about to sort of poise the sword. You have Sumi disgruntled under you, just like, What are you doing? You are blacklisted from everything, my friend. I should hope you know. I hope you don't have a train pass because that's getting rescinded.
Excuse me.
So,
I then rip the arm off of his armor, and do a batter swing at the cultist with it.
roll a strength check.
Why are you using this poor man?
I'm not in the castle.
12 plus 4, so yeah.
So you
16.
start pulling at the metal arm, and it will not budge. It is affixed to there. It is like moving a train. You are not He-Man.
Okay, so I use my X and I hit the cultist and I save.
Okay, make an attack roll.
6
Plus anything?
Strength, so 4, so 9. No, 10.
9. That
9.
will miss, unfortunately, as you sort of pull back from him and ready yourself, hack at this cultist, and he just dodges out of the way.
I'm not looking so great right now.
No, I mean, things looking fine. And at this moment, you all hear Nakresh be like,
I've made my point. You can reach anyone, all who whisper throughout all the alleyways, those who are loyal to Nakresh. If you wish to join my righteous cause, or fall before my might.
and to all of you, it looks like he vanishes.
He was
But-
right there. Oh no.
But to you, Alexandris, he doesn't vanish. He looks translucent, shimmering, and you realize looking at your cloak, all of the eyes light up, because through it, you can see things that are invisible.
Oh wow.
And now it looks like he is just sitting there. And actually, as he's invisible, he does change. He gets about a foot taller. His face is no longer human. It is that of a tiger. A massive tiger head with glowing green eyes. And as he raises one hand to sort of stroke his chin, watching his cult, you realize that his hand looks like it's on backwards.
So he's more horrifying. Great.
And he's just standing there, invisible, admiring the works of his cultist. It is now Axel's turn, and seeing people that he can now shoot, he's going to take 2 sharpshooter shots at that cultist. So, wow, he rolls shit today. That is a 9. And, okay, that one hits. So, that cultist will take 16 points of damage as he is shot in the shoulder. And now this guy is looking pretty rough. And it'll be Axel's turn. Alexandris, it's yours.
Hold on. I'm just reading something.
Yeah. So by the way, Nakresh looks exactly like this now, with the tiger head and everything. Here he is. My pride and joy. If the camera wants to focus on him. Or my finger. Or not. Or it can be blurry and look like shit. That's fine. That's fine.
Sure.
It's impressionistic.
Question to you, Alex.
Hi, Art.
What's up?
The spell, spectral or spiritual weapon,
Yeah.
if that is challenged, does that call upon energy to attack? Or is that just like a generic weapon that appears?
That is what it is made out of force energy. And so that is what Gorak is using on this guy right here.
Okay. Okay, I will use spiritual weapon.
Okay. On
I think I have enough view to the invisible Nakresh.
Yep. You
Cool. I'm gonna attack with that.
On the crash. Okay, roll for an attack. D20 plus 8, I believe.
D20 plus 8. Hold on. Oh, I got a natural 20.
Okay, so your spiritual weapon appears right behind him and just plunges into the back of his neck. And as you watch this spectral scythe, one of the weapons of Kelemvor, just like a Grim Reaper swing into Nekresh's head, the blade of the scythe turns into steam. The same as when the lightning bolt hit him. The same as when all spells seem to just dissipate as soon as they touch him. And it just sweeps over him. But he notices it sweep over him. And he looks right at you as he realizes that someone can actually see him. And then he just waves with his backward hand. And then he smiles at you. And then he properly disappears. Completely gone.
At least I got rid of him.
Yep. That's a take.
I did what we all couldn't do.
You did it. It is now Ziggy's turn. And he will be like, "Alright, my friends, this concert is almost over. It is time for the finale." And he strums his guitar. And then everybody, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 of you guys get 5 HP. And you can move if you wish.
Oh, we all get 5?
Yeah.
I call that
Everybody gets 5 HP.
Phoenix down.
As he starts performing his enthralling, majestic performance. And so everybody can move around if you want right now. You can't take an action, but if you want to move, you can do so.
No, I'm gonna stay.
Yeah, that's a good point of moving.
I'm gonna stay.
Okay. So, Ori, it is now your turn. You see a metal man in front of you, and 3 cultists who you are familiar with. You remember the sort of the brown robes and the tiger masks from when you rescued Turgid. They have just disappeared. 3 of them, and Nekresh has disappeared.
So the metal suit is there somebody inside, or is like
Yeah,
just
Sumi is inside. The little gnome
Oh,
head is
Sumi!
popping out.
Oh.
Yes, that Flint body slammed onto the ballroom floor.
Wait, he's against us now? I thought.
No,
Yes,
he's just on the ground and he's rather annoyed that he got thrown over the balcony, but he's just there.
I was holding on
But-
to him.
Okay.
But this cultist, this guy, and this guy are all against you.
Okay. So with the first, who am I closest to?
You're closest
Where am
to.
I?
You're right here. You're the green guy. You're close to Flint and Sumi and this cultist who has just appeared. So you're
Okay,
right-
if I use the acid breath on the cultist right there, is it
Yeah.
gonna affect everybody else?
If you move, it won't. It shoots in like a line, so you can get like right there and shoot this
Yep.
way. All right. So
I'll move and shoot.
he will roll a dexterity saving throw. He rolls a 2, so he will take the full front of your acid. Roll 2d6. Actually, I think it's 3d6. 3d6.
First one is 6.
Okay.
Oh gosh, and the next one is 1.
Okay, and then you get one more.
5.
5. Okay, so 12 points of damage. You spray him with acid. Your bile just ripping, eroding away his brown robes. It sort of impacts his mask and splashes off, revealing a bit of a human jaw, sort of pale skin, a little bit of stubble poking out of it. And he just hisses at you. Long live Nekresh! And that'll be it. Joanna is dead. Here.
Well, yeah, she got decapitated.
Yeah. Merritt, is there anything you'd like to do? You've
Where
exchanged
am-
the plans. You're still
Where
in.
am I?
You're in Alvin's shop. You've given him the plans. You've taken his items, put them in the bag of holding. What do you do?
Any updates, guys? What's happened now? Where is Nekresh?
He's gone.
How gone?
Like we
Dead
can't-
gone or disappeared gone?
He got bored.
Got bored? What do you mean?
As in, he just left.
Ah, crap. We have a crazy evil god king, Tiger Man, roaming around the city. Then you just let him out the door?
He evaporated.
I mean, let is a vague term.
Spill the beans.
More like we physically couldn't stop him if we tried.
Ah, Christ. So I guess the party's ruined, huh? And I don't need to do any of my subterfuge plans, huh?
Richard, get your ass here to help us.
Fine, but like I'm not feeling great, man. I got. Did I even tell you about how I got the plans and who I had to attack and who I knocked someone down the stairs
Alright.
again?
So as he's detailing all this stuff in your head, we're cut back to the combat's fast, and he's rattling on. You hear all this stuff in your head as Karnov. Actually, oh no, wait, it is the cultist's turn.
Yeah, we got a cultist still, I
Yeah,
think.
they're at the bottom. How did I forget? So, this one will turn around to pivot to Ori and start swiping. So that is a 19 to hit. So that one will hit. That is an 8 to hit. That will miss. So Ori, you will take 6 points of damage. So you are now at 15. This one will start swiping at Gorak. So that is a miss. There's 6 that will miss. That one will hit. Gorak takes 5 points of damage. And then this other cultist just charges forward, seeing 2 friends engaged. And we'll go to you, Karnov. And
Okay.
you'll start swinging twice. That's a
Okay.
natural 1, so that is a miss.
Oh, okay.
And that is a natural 20, so that will crit.
Ugh. I was gonna do something cool too.
Okay. So you take 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
So you were at fulls. Only at
I was.
You're only at 17 now.
I have a response to that. I have a reaction spell.
Oh, you have your Hellish Rebuke.
I do.
All right, use your reaction to Hellish Rebuke. So he has to make a dexterity save. And he rolls a natural 1 again. So I believe it is 2d10. D10.
2d10.
Fire damage as fire erupts from you.
I'm gonna light something on fire, damn it.
Oh, actually, technically, Karnov, you should have been able to resist the fireball. That was my bad. Because you're a tiefling and you have natural fire resistance. But
I don't think it would have helped, to be honest, given how large of a hit it was.
yeah, perhaps.
Like, I
Yeah,
took
actually, you're right.
I took a lot of damage. I don't think it would have made much of a difference.
You're right.
All right, so first roll is a 6. Second roll is 9.
Okay, so you doing okay there, Evan?
Yeah.
All right,
We're losing him.
Yeah, you're
We're
losing
getting
me
there.
real fast. Sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. We're getting there, buddy.
I'm
So
gonna
that one
crash
takes-
so hard.
You're gonna nut crash.
Boo.
All right. So fire erupts in front of that guy's face. Actually, yeah. So fire erupts in that face. He takes the brunt of it as it shoots out from you. Roll a d20, Karnov.
Okay. 17.
Okay, you don't wild surge again.
Okay.
And so he is still alive, but he's taken the brunt of your damage. It is now your turn proper.
Cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and follow it up with a fire bolt.
Okay, you're at disadvantage because he's in melee range.
Okay. Well, maybe I should just do Thunder Wave then.
That you can.
Will that impact? Am I close enough to anybody else that that's gonna impact them?
You would hit Ziggy, but he's like 20 feet in the air, so he's fine.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna Thunder Wave.
All right, so
Get him off of me.
okay, he fails it even with advantage. So, yep. So roll. It's a 3d8, and he is thrown back.
Cool. 4,
Okay.
5,
Okay.
8.
Okay. So 17. So you throw him back. He falls on his ass, staggers back up. Now with a serious limp. It looks like one of his knees has given out, but he still has his sword. He's just raring. Roll a d20 again.
Okay. 7.
Okay, you don't wild surge. Moving on, it is Gorak's turn, and he will use his spectral hammer and his regular hammer. And he will hit with both. So. Yeah, that's enough. So, with like a 1-2 punch, Gorak will crack this guy in the jaw with hammer swing, and then this hammer will impact that and cave in his skull, and that cultist goes down. So that's Gorak's turn. Flint, it is yours.
Is there still that cultist there?
Yes,
All right. I'm gonna really angrily whack him.
go for it.
14 plus 4 is 18.
That'll hit. That'll hit. So D12
12 it.
plus 3.
14.
14. Nice. So he is still up, but looks like you just took out like half his health in that one swing. You just carve right into his shoulder, and it buckles in. You see the blood spurt out. You crunch a bone.
Attaboy!
Ooh. Ooh, my favorite.
So it is
Doing murders.
Axel's turn. Oh, I forgot to say the pug flew away like 30 seconds ago.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Out the door. Into the night, the flying pug. Axel will start moving up the stairs, start motioning to Madame Kadi to follow him. Like, we're getting out of here. And he just holsters his gun and just starts. She starts making her way down, and they just begin to leave. Alexandros, it's your turn.
How many cultists are left?
2. One just got crushed by Gorak. One is getting sliced up by Ori and Flint, and this guy just got thrown back by Karn.
Okay. I will use Guiding Bolt
Okay.
on one of the cultists.
All right, and as a bonus action, you can still use the spiritual weapon, by the way.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
So which one are you shooting? There's this guy, and there's this.
Okay. Which one has the most health right now?
It looks like the guy that Ziggy. God damn it! All these people. Ori and Flint. Ori and Flint are hacking at
Okay.
this guy. This guy looks really fucked up because Karnov just threw him 10 feet.
Okay, I'll hit the one who has the most health right now.
All right, so roll an attack.
So D20.
D20 plus 6.
It's 2 plus 6, but I'm gonna use my inspiration so we can.
All right, move it along. All right, so it's a 4d6 damage.
So D6. Hold on. So my first one is. My second one is 6. My third one is 5, and my fourth one is 1.
11, 12. What was the first one again?
4.
Okay.
4,
so
6, 5, 1.
16. Cool. So, you ready in your hand a spiritual crossbow, point and aim, and it just embeds itself in his skull. And you witness Ori as little blood spurts out the side of his head, and he falls over dead.
And then I get to use my bonus action of the spiritual weapon, correct?
5, 15, 20. It's just out of range.
Don't kill the other one. We need information. The other.
Alternative
Um,
suggestion: we kill everyone and forget this night.
But Nutcrash is still out there.
I mean, yeah, but he technically doesn't know who we are.
It is
He saw our faces.
Ziggy's turn.
I'm going to escape this plot somehow.
Sleep.
Hey,
And
you
seeing
could have been the one who stole the plans and got transported all the way to the other end of the city and missed the entire fight.
so, hey, you got the plans quick though. So Ziggy will hover over this cultist, and seeing you thunderwave him, will do the same thing and try to thunderwave him into the ground. So, he will succeed the saving throw. That's still though, even resisting it, the man, as Ziggy floats over him, and he just throws out his hand, this wave of force crushes him, makes his knees buckle and both snap, and he crumbles like a crushed Coke can into the ground. Dead.
Yay.
Sumi gets up and he says, "All right, party's over. Everyone, get the hell out of my house." And he turns to you, Flint, and he says, "Like, except for you, buddy."
Oh no, I think I'm gonna go now. Thanks.
No. And you see his hand sort of extends out, and like a gun pops out of one of the metal arms.
Oh, great.
What
What
is-
did you do?
What is your name?
I punch him
Fake
in
name,
the
fake
face.
name. Fake name.
I punch him in the face. What was my stage name?
It was Mr. Nomi.
Mr. Nomi, and then I punch him in the face.
Okay.
I love that we built an entire thing around a Klaus Nomi joke. Oh
Roll
my
an-
god.
Roll an attack.
If we start fighting
15
Sumi right
plus my strength is 19.
Okay, so that'll hit. Are you hitting with your axe, or are you?
Oh no, my
Literally just
fist.
Okay, so you do a fist. It's 1 plus your strength, so you deal 4 points of damage right to his face as you uppercut him. And he takes it on the chin. He's like, "Oh, okay. It's been a while since I did this." And you see the light begin to glow in his arm. As this thunderous sound comes out of his gun as he fires it on you. So,
What do I do?
you wait to see if it hits. He is firing at disadvantage though, because you are right in front of him. So, let's see. Oh my god, you were so lucky. Natural 1. So he misses this shot as it cracks over your head. This like loud, ear-piercing shotgun blast.
Like a special
Fires
edition
off.
head dodge?
And it munches into the spigot of this thing. Yeah, it's because you're short. No, but really, what's your name? I won't have to do it again.
Mr. Nomi.
Okay, Mr. Nomi. You're staying here tonight.
No, I'm not.
But yes, you are.
But no, I'm not.
He fires again.
None of y'all are defending him, huh?
So that is a 17. So that will
I'm
just
kind
hit you.
of just fascinated.
And so you will take. As he fires it, you hear this thunderous, like shockwave sound ring out from it. So it will be. I'll just use the dice roller. Lazy.
I should have just told him I was contagious.
All right, you take 26 points of damage.
That was a
Guys,
As this
help me out.
shot
Can I
crashes
step in?
into
No.
your shoulder.
You threw the man.
wow.
So it's 20.
Can I step in and like use a spell?
What are you trying to use? Everyone else is leaving, by the way. Everyone's
Yeah.
leaving.
Y'all can split and not have this happen. We need those passes, guys.
Yeah,
If-
exactly.
But
So,
isn't
like-
he just gonna take it from Flint? Like, he's the only
Question.
one he's gonna take the pass from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Question
but I mean,
question.
what are you gonna
If-
do without me?
If I use command and say sleep, does he go to sleep?
No, that's why the sleep spell is.
Oh, boo. I don't know if I have sleep.
Surrender.
I don't.
Command him to surrender.
Can I hit him over the head with the crowbar? I have a crowbar in my inventory.
You guys want to start throwing down with Sumi?
No.
Sure.
No.
No.
I'm just trying to make it over.
So you take this
End the
huge shot
feud.
in your shoulder, Flint, and you feel your shoulder kind of going limp as you have flecks of metal embedded into it.
Hmm. Like a gun.
Like a gun. He says, "Let's say I don't want to kill you. I just want to know what the fuck you were thinking. So I have some cells, and you're gonna stay there. You're gonna stay there tonight. Make it real simple on yourself.
Should we go get him?
Nah. He
We
threw
were-
the guy.
I do.
I
Wait,
think he deserves it.
I'm
No,
still at
I-
Alvin's workshop. What did he do?
I used him as a weapon because his armor
Well,
was
then
really
you-
high
He
quality.
deserves
Well,
to
then
sit
he
in
deserves-
jail for a
then he
minute.
He
deserves to
done
sleep in his
fucked
cell.
up.
Well, then you deserve to sleep in his jail tonight. You screwed
Fine,
up, man.
I'm not gonna argue it. I'm not gonna argue about it. Fine.
And so at this point, Gorak walks up, and he's just like, "Why are you accosting my champion?" And he's like, "Your champion suplexed me off of my balcony in my house
Fucking nut.
without any reason."
A Tiger King wasn't reason enough. Okay.
And Gorak looks at you and he's like, is this true?"
Gaslight him. Gaslight him.
Gaslight.
What?
What were you trying to do?
Improvise.
Tell him that you were trying to save him. Tell him
I
you were
was
trying to
trying
save
to
him.
save him from Nakresh.
Roll
Tiger King.
a deception check.
Just Donald Trump this. Just create a new reality.
15.
Wait.
Lie with such a confidence that it makes him think for a second he might be wrong.
15 on deception, huh?
Ooh.
And
Please
Let
let
me
me.
so he has a +6 to insight. He rolled a
Yeah.
6. So he rolled a 12.
Okay.
Yes!
And he's like, "Oh, did he have magic appear behind me?"
Tiger God. I'm just gonna feed you. I'm just gonna feed you lines to the fun guy.
Oh, there was a tiger god.
Okay, I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. But whatever. Even if you're lying, I shot you. I guess we're even. Get out of my sight.
Happy birthday.
I'll be.
There's one thing my character can do. It's bullshit.
Well, I'm waiting outside Elvin's shop if y'all want to meet me.
So everyone pulls out of the mansion. As you walk out, and you're sort of leaving, you get back up, and you go up the steps, and you walk out the hallway, sort of huddled in a fetal position, biting her thumb by the podium is Figgle, clearly shell-shocked, and right next to her is one of the gnomes that was sort of wanding people, detecting for magic and metal, with his neck snapped and the wand in splinters.
Ooh.
And she's just sitting there, shell-shocked about it. And she sees you. She's like, Mr. Nomi? What happened?
We need to end this with the Klaus Nomi song. It just
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
And he keep on.
He's been shot!
Yeah, Kurt with a bleeding shoulder. And you walk out, and Merritt is still mind linked to you guys. And Merritt, where are you, by the way?
I'm like kind of inside Alvin's shop.
Are you inside or are you outside it?
Inside.
Okay, you see Alvin is packing up all his things. He has a little backpack and he's taking like all this stuff. And
Hey, where are you going?
I
I don't care. I just want to know where you're going.
I'm gonna move up in the world. Get a new shop. I feel like stuff's going down here.
Yeah, it seems to be. You need a
Yeah.
partner or anything?
Interesting proposal. I'll find you. I know where to find you.
Yeah, people seem to.
Bye. Enjoy the stuff, especially the diamonds. That was most of the payment. And
Yeah.
He gets a bunch of stuff. He picks up the fun guy on his shoulder. He's
Oh, hey, before we go,
Good
can we have this house?
no, I'm gonna blow it up. And he flicks a switch, and you hear it.
Aww.
There's a reason I call it the powder keg, and he books it.
You should also leave, Merritt.
Yeah, I've already left.
Oh. It's
I
like one of
followed
those
out the door.
pop-up stores.
So
Yeah.
you guys are leaving Tinkertown, haggard, walking, wondering what the hell is happening, and you see up on the little hill a little gnomish figure booking it with a little backpack and a little shroom guy on his shoulder, bobbing up and down, and then you see a human figure running out, and then the little shop that looks like a bomb on the hill explodes like a full-on bomb.
Yeah, that basically sums up this night.
Yeah.
And so
And you hear a little pinging in your mind. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Maybe I'll find you. Signing off. And Alvin runs off.
Okay, yeah, that went about as well as I could
Merritt,
think.
you see like a bunch of people walking, crowding the train stations, finding their carriages, getting the hell out of Dodge. And you see your motley group. You see Ziggy as his wings sort of fizzle out and he lands on the ground again. And he walks up next to Karnov. He's like, right, my friend.
I've been better, but at least bubbles aren't coming out of my mouth now.
This is true. That's a drastic So Gorak is patting you on the shoulder, Flint. I wouldn't tangle with a man made of metal. And he will pat you on the shoulder, and he will give you. See, that is 12, 10, 16. He will give you 20 points of health back. So, as he cures your wounds, and the little metal pellets like fall out of your shoulder, and the wounds close themselves up back again.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
He says, "Well, are you going to be safe tonight? Do you have appropriate lodgings?
We do, yeah.
Well then, this is where we depart. You know where to find me, champion. You fought bravely, although I fear for the fate of this city with such a villain running about.
We'll be ready for him next time.
I hope so." He pats you on the shoulder and he walks off. So you see Merritt approaching you.
What's up? What'd I miss?
Take a look.
They
Yo!
all
Read a book.
So you see
You guys got screwed up.
Yeah, thanks, Captain Hide and Shadows. You're real
Hey,
perceptive.
Well, I got you the plans. I have all this crap that he gave me before he blew up his dang shop. So,
Oh wait, you gave him the fake plans?
No, I gave him the really real ones. We didn't need them.
Oh, all right.
Here, Karnov, have an alchemy jug. You need this. I gave
Yeah,
him
I
the
probably
alchemy
do.
Who wants this dang lantern? Anyone need a lantern of apparently like revealing?
Apparently, if anybody needs it, you do.
All right, I'll keep it. I'm keeping this robe. This is mine. So again, anyone want this lantern?
Is this a punchline?
No, I'm giving you a literal lantern
Feels like a
revealing
punchline.
some magic.
It feels
But,
like a punchline.
Alexandros, I think this is for you, and I give him the lantern revealing.
I will take the lantern because this is probably the most you have ever given.
I just figured out your name too, so here you are, Alexander.
Ugh. You know what? I'm too tired and too dead to argue about this right now.
I hope I didn't miss anything like really nuts.
Nope.
Gee, well,
Not at all.
seems like I missed a real humdinger. So, oh,
I would
What can
say
you do?
it got kind of hairy.
literal or physical? Wait.
Yes.
So I need to know: did like any faction like
So-
buckle to Nekresh when he like spoke and shit? I
Plenty.
need to know that.
Most
Which
of
ones?
them.
I mean, so do
Which
you
one?
want? So
What?
if you remember, basically, the pack and the red light district has specifically said we are anti-Nekresh. The dwarves and the elves said we are pro-Nekresh, and the leader of the dwarves is connected to the butchers and the queen, and he will try to get them on his side of pro-Nekresh.
And then Sumi
Where-
said whatever.
Sumi
Yeah.
said I'm neutral, and currently Alexandros said Religion Row is with you, Nekresh.
Oh
Wait,
yeah,
I'm
way
trying
to
to
go
kill
there,
Wait,
genius.
what did you?
But I
What
also
did
tried
you do?
to kill him. So I don't know at this point.
I take the lantern from Alexandros and give it to Ori.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
Somebody
what?
shot him in the face and nothing happened, and he wanted me to die right then and there.
Not you. You have the god people in the sky helping you out.
Excuse you, where were you during this party? That's right, you weren't there. You didn't see
You-
people die.
You should know what I did to get.
Hey, guys,
I kicked
guys.
the guy down the stairs.
As our resident argumentative person, he was doing what he was supposed to do.
Thank
none,
you.
None of us expected Cat God to show up, and let's face it, he probably would have just hidden in shadows anyway. So I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's
I'm
fine.
very fragile.
Like
So-
it wouldn't have mattered where he was. Let's go away from here now, please.
So where do you guys
But
go?
if Nekresh is
Sleep.
around, he might know where we stay. I don't think we should stay at the Dragon's Dungeon anymore. Besides, I have these diamonds. We could sell
I
those.
think we should stay
You're
by
right.
the red light district on the underground.
You think we should stay in the sea? Wait, so we're on the same side as the attack?
I don't want to be on anyone's side. I just
Okay,
want
wait,
to nap.
Neither do I.
Where are you guys going?
I think we should keep a low head, and that's the best place to keep a low head,
Is
a low
the
profile.
the Dragon's Dungeon? Is going back?
Yes, back there. Wait, that's the place with the red light district and all of the cult people.
No, that's where you're normally staying. It's like your hotel where you've been. You always come back to.
Oh, they're not to the normal hotel, to the place underground.
There's also
In
there's
Undercity?
there's the
The
Undercity,
Undercity.
which is underneath the tunnels. That's where the princess is, and yeah. So it's not the red light, but that's like where the queen is.
Ugh, it might actually be worth calling in a favor.
To
Your friend, the plot device.
wait, I don't have any friends. In what plot device?
Just want to sleep.
Let's go to the princess and seek
Okay.
refuge.
All right,
I
okay.
don't know.
You guys get on the train and you head towards the tunnels, which is both where the Dragon's Dungeon Inn and the Queen reside. You get there. You had this whole conversation on the train.
Let's
On
go
your
to
way
the
there.
queen and get security.
So you you walk out of the train station of the tunnels, and you have to sort of get away from the train station and walk through the district a little bit to get to the entrance towards where the Queen's Undercity is, the entrance of it. And as you're walking, you smell something. You usually smell seawater, brine over here because it's by the coast, but you smell something different. You smell smoke, and a lot of it. And as you're walking, you see sort of off to the east, you see a bright orange glow on the horizon. And as you walk towards the entrance of the tunnels that lead down to the Undercity, you see that the Dragon's Dungeon is entirely ablaze.
I knew it.
Oh no.
He knows.
In a roaring inferno.
I called it. Holy crap.
Screwed.
I called it. Holy shit, I actually called something. Wow. Wow.
So,
Huh.
do you guys approach the flame, or do you just keep going?
God, no.
No, we turn around.
I called it.
Let's head somewhere else.
I guess we are calling it a
Let's go into the
favor.
tunnels. I'm dying here.
And so, witnessing,
Yeah,
Having-
let's go to the tunnel.
having faced Nakresh, now knowing that your old place of residence has been found and set on fire, and as you're walking through the tunnels, you hear it crumbling and crashing down. You walk forward to the princess, to the queen. You wonder what's next. And that is where we will end this season of the Dungeon Folks.
Ooh.
Hey, we all lived.
Y'all lived. Hey,
Against
look at-
all odds.
So, I say season finale because we won't be picking up next week. If you haven't noticed, I'm getting ready to move, and so I need a few weeks to get settled into that. I'm starting a grad school, so I need to see how to figure out this into that schedule. We might have to do it a different day. We'll keep you posted. But it's good to have the time off to sort of relax a bit and think about what's the next stage of this journey.
And
especially-
frankly, what we've done.
Yeah. But the other good part is that we take the time to level up, because you guys are not just level 4, not just level 5. I am jumping you guys to level 6.
Boy.
So
Perfect.
two levels up. Thank you for sticking with it. I know this was a longer one than usual, but it's a season finale. Stuff was going down.
We did it.
We didn't die.
You didn't die. There were some close calls there. So, yeah. That's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed these 20 episodes. Can't believe we did that, guys. And hopefully we'll come back. And it might be the same schedule, it might be different. We're hoping to get more people from the young folks, maybe to guest star sometimes, now that we're in a new arc with a bunch of new possibilities. We will keep you posted as things go on. But until then, the crash has entered the scene. The city is tearing itself apart with allegiances, and the heroes have no home to go to. Let's see what happens next. We'll catch you then. Goodbye, everyone.
Um,
Bye.